So, dati yung may data siguro. So, distribute. Alas 10 dun sa, alas 10 dun sa
A very special morning, a very special morning to everyone. Before we start, may I ask our Zoom participants to please give me a quick thumbs up so that I know that you can hear me crystal clear. All right. There you go. Thank you so much. To start our today's program, may I request everyone to put ourselves in the most mighty and holy presence of our Lord Jesus Christ. Dear God, thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed upon us. We are truly grateful for them. Thank you for allowing us today to meet and share our knowledge and time with one another in this training. May you extend your divine wisdom to our research speaker so that he would be able to impart effectively his God-given knowledge to all of us. May he be blessed as he continues to bring his expertise to people who need them. Bless the participants as well so that they would be able to glean the vital information from this activity. May you bestow your blessings after this training so that we may go out and spread what we learned in the spirit of your love and generosity. May you realize that this activity should glorify your name. Amen. Once again, a blessed Thursday morning to everyone. And this is your facilitator, Marky Duetes from the Capacity Development Division. And welcome to the third day of the, pardon again. Welcome to the fourth day of the online training for the Municipal Local Government Units on Government Procurement Reform Act or the Republic Act 9184 and its 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations, brought to you by none other than the Government Procurement Policy Board Technical Support Office. Okay, as our daily routine for this training, let us first award our special tokens to our early bird participants today. Congratulations to our early bird participants from LGU Biri, Ms. Salve de los Reyes. And for our second early bird participant, congratulations to LGU Cibao, Miss Jenny B. Rivera. Again, congratulations po, and our event secretariat shall coordinate with you on how you may claim your special token. Again, guys, para sa mga hindi pa nananalo sa ating special token na mga activities, you still have last chance tomorrow. So, yon, habol po tayo. For our today's activity, we're going to play a show me. Yes, show me. It is a virtual bring me, since we're very restricted to be with a face-to-face training. Magaganto na lang tayo. Show me na lang. So yeah, again, we encourage everyone to open their cameras as I'm going to ask you guys to show me random things on the fastest way you can. All right, so the mechanics is simple. As to show me everything, or not really everything, or the specific name I'm going to tell you. It is like the online version nga ng Bring Me. So, ito, we used to play that in every party, like Christmas party, birthday party, pero this time, sa training naman natin. So, are you ready, guys? Okay. First, warm up. First, show me a stapler. Stapler, guys. Stapler. Oh my God. Ang bilis. Diba? Yung iba walang stapler. Walang budget sa office supplies. Ay. Diba? So, yan. Chill lang muna tayo, no? Alright naman sa mga merong stapler, congratulations naman at may budget tayo for office supplies. Perfect kayo dyan. Diba? Okay, next one. Ito medyo challenging ng mga susunod na mga items na i-request na ipakita ninyo. Second one is, show me a 1,000 bill. Yan, 1,000 bill. Check ko lang po kung nakapag-withdraw na po kayo since katapusan po today. Sahod po. Usually sahod day ko ngayon. So again, show me 1,000 bill. 1,000. Oo, diba? Ang tumal naman, guys. Bakit parang hindi na lang ang may 1,000 bill? Ayan. Congratulations po sa may mga 1,000 bill. Now, next step po is to send it into my GCash account. Joke na. Joke lang po. Ayan, hindi ako makamove on, guys. Mukhang mapepera talagang iba nating participants po. For the third item na ipapakita nyo sa akin, this time, i-challenge ko kayo. So, show me anything or any item na may logo ng inyong municipality. Aside, syempre, sa mga documents na may logo na talaga ng LGU ninyo. So, items na may logo ng inyong municipality. Oh, perfect. Mayroong nagpakita ng lanyard. May nagpakita ng... Ano yan? May nagpakita ng purchase request. Talaga nga naman. Procurement talaga si ma'am. At meron ding nagpakita ng plaque na may logo nila. O, di ba? Pangalakasan yung plaque. May recognition, sister. Nice naman sa mga LGU na may mga pa-freebies. Well, if you will not challenge yet on that item, now let me challenge you again. So, show me this item na can be procured under negotiated procurement emergency cases. Sige po. Show me an item that can be procured under negotiated procurement emergency cases. Sige nga po. Ano po yung item? O, di ba? O, nagkalkalan kayo ngayon ng mga items na yun. So, may I request everyone to join us naman, guys. Open cam naman kayo dyan, di ba? Tayo na lang to eh. Fourth day na natin to, guys. So, we still only have one day na lang para magsama-sama. So, ayun, may nagpakita ng alcohol, may nagpakita ng face mask, may nagpakita ng marker, may nagpakita po ng gamot or medicine. So, later, guys, we will know kung tama po yung mga pinakita nyong item. Very relevant po siya sa ating topic today. And for our fifth item, mamay na lang po. Joke lang. So, yun. This time, it will show us your readiness, and this time will also This item also will play vital role for all the procurement practitioners. So they also labeled it as the Bible of all procurement officers. So everyone, please show me your handbook on Philippine government procurement. This one. Titingnan natin kung sino ang meron. Wow, meron si Ma'am from si Ma'am Daisy Ann Alejo. Perfect. Katabi niya lang ang kanyang handbook on government, Philippine procurement. Oh, perfect. Diba? Yung sa iba po, bumili na po kayo. Meron po tayo nitong available sa national bookstores. Yes. Perfect po. Yung may mga Philippine Handbook on Government Procurement. +1 po kayo. +1 po kayo sa ating training. John. So, for the last thing I want you to show me, guys, this would be more precious this time. I think ito ay walang katumbas na halaga. I want you guys to show me your best smile. Ayan. Ang sweet naman. Diba? Yeah, you're all guys so awesome. So maintain that smile every day, guys, and stay strong amidst insurmountable odds. O, diba? Insurmountable odds we encounter in life. Same with staying here in our training as we are already on our 4th day or 2nd to the last day of our training. Again, kapit lang po. Now, let's move on. So we would like again to remind our Zoom participants to please register to the online training management system of the GPPBTSO by visiting the link flashed in your screens and using the control number emailed to you by our event secretariat. Same with accomplishing the participants' daily attendance sheet through Google Forms by visiting the link shared to you by our event secretariat in our Zoom chat box. Rest assured that all the information gathered for this online training shall be treated with utmost confidentiality consistent with the provision of Data Privacy Act. Moving on, let's just have a quick recap on yesterday's learning session. We had an entire learning session on the standard bidding procedure for goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services, where we had a comprehensive discussion on the key concepts in the bidding procedures for the procurement of goods and services, infrastructure projects, and consulting. We also highlighted the general principles and consideration for the respective procurement undertakings led by our research speaker, Engineer Christopher Y. Orsal. So today I am thrilled. It should be day 4, yeah. Today I am thrilled that we're going to have our session number 5, which will focus on the alternative methods of procurement. Yeah, so with that, allow me to introduce our research speaker for today's session. Our research speaker for today is a pride of Palo Leyte. He is an environmental planner and licensed financial advisor. He is a product of the University of the Philippines with a degree in business administration, major in management. Also under his belt is a master's degree in management he earned in the University of the Philippines. Master in Public Administration, he earned in Southwestern University, and Bachelor's of Law in St. Paul School of Professional Studies. His field of expertise is into public finance and budget administration, which focus on financial administration and governance, procurement planning and procedure as contained in RA 9184. Our research speaker is currently the Senior Budget and Management Specialist of the Department of Budget and Management Regional Office 8. A very promising research speaker with various recognition and appreciation in his lectures on RA 9184, projects, updated budget operation manual for provinces, cities, and municipalities, budget operations manual for the barangays, and a lot more. On top of that, our research speaker is also the best employee of BDM PBB for the year 2014 and a Young Men Christian Association Outstanding Student Awardee. He is also Philippine Institute of Environmental Planners Chapter Secretary from 2018 to present and Boy Scout of the Philippines Leyte Council Executive Board of Director and Auditor from 2018 to present and more affiliations to mention. Without further ado, please welcome our research speaker for today, a GPPB recognized trainer, Mr. Absal and Aba.
Thank you, Sir Marky. Good morning, everyone. No, magandang umaga. Maupay na aga ay iyong atanan for the Waray is here. Maayong buntag sa mga Bisaya natong higala diha. No? Assalamualaikum, everyone. I hope everything is fine. No? Despite the pandemic, we have to find ways, no, to abreast ourselves, no, so sa mga updates na in government, particularly in procurement, no. This is brought to us by GPPB and LMP, I believe, no. So ayan, no. So this is your 4th day, sabi nga ni Sir Marky. Kamusta naman po tayo, no? Busy yung nagpaka-on ng mic, no? May nagmo-multitasking sina Ma'am Daisy, kasi sa LGU Taisan, no? Very competitive itong si Ma'am sa LGU Taisan kanina. Kitang-kita ko yung pag-participate niya. I hope mag-participate ka rin sa activity natin, no? And for the rest, no, hindi ko makita yung mga cams. Okay lang. If you have questions, no, you may reserve your questions later on for the open forum while we're discussing. But kung hindi na makapaghintay yung questions nyo, pwede nyo i-raise, no, just raise your hands, no, virtually raise your hands, no, and be recognized later on. Medyo babaliin ko lang yung rules ng GPPB, no, when it comes to sa napatingin si Sir Mark na sabi, babaliin ko yung rules. Usually kasi we discuss the topic dire-diretso, no? But sometimes, no, I would keep on asking questions, no, with regard sa topic discussion ko. So even though you're doing your multitasking, no, hindi talaga maiwasan, but please, no, if I call your names, no, later on, please be prepared, no, to unmute your microphones, no, kahit hindi na naka-on yung video, no, as long as, no, be at your workstations para naman at least ma-feel nating lahat, no, na nasa training talaga tayo, no, hindi yung for the purposes lang na nakapag-login ka ng pag-register. Hindi naman natin yung purpose natin, di ba? Our purpose here is to gain knowledge, to learn knowledge. No? So my topic now is on the alternative methods of procurement. So Ma'am Daisy, good morning. Kamusta po? Paki-unmute po, Ma'am Daisy.
Okay naman po.
So kamusta po yung 3 days nyo?
Sobrang laking tulong po sa mga baguhan sa procurement.
Is this the first time nag-attend niyo ng training?
Apo.
Ano po yung role niyo sa procurement?
Back Secretariat Assistant po.
Backsec member, no? So, relatively, since when, ma'am?
February lang po.
This year?
Apo.
Okay. So, relatively new, no? Pero, may experience na regarding sa procurement. Nakapag-conduct na kayo ng public bidding tsaka mga alternative?
Apo.
Okay. So, ano ma'am yung pinaka madalas yung gamitin na alternative method of procurement?
Yung negotiated po.
Particularly?
Sa may shopping or small value tsaka small value.
Shopping at small value, no? So yun yung madalas nating naririnig na. But later on, we will learn ano talaga yung what's the difference, no, between small value and shopping, or kung meron ba silang pinagkaiba, no? We'll learn that later, no, Ma'am Daisy. Thank you, Ma'am Daisy. You can unmute your microphone. Si Oh, from Region 8, Ma'am Salve. Good morning. Maupay nga aga, Ma'am Salve. Nakamute po kayo, Ma'am Salve. Ma'am Salve, nakamute po kayo. Paki-unmute po, Ma'am Salve. Ma'am Salve? So, hindi makapag-unmute si Ma'am Salve, no? Okay lang, no? Kamusta dyan po sa Biri? Biri is an island municipality, no? In Northern Samar. Kamustahin din natin to. Saan ba yung LGU Pagalungan, Ma'am Jai? Hi, Ma'am, from Pagalungan. Hello po. From LGU Pagalungan. Pagalungan, Ma'am Jai Hana. Jai. Hello po. It seems na yung mga yung walang camera, nahihirapan ba sa audios nila, sa microphones? Check ko lang ha. Sa LGU Sibalom. Hello po, good morning. Si Ma'am Jenny. Hi Ma'am, good morning.
Hi sir, good morning.
Ayan. So okay naman po yung reception, yung natin, yung signal.
Yes po sir.
Okay. Ma'am, tanong lang kita ma'am, ano ma'am yung role natin sa procurement, Ma'am Jenny?
Back Secretariat po sir.
Back Secretariat. Since when ma'am?
Last year po sir, July 2021.
Okay. So last year, July 2020.
2020 po sir. Sorry po.
So ano yung pinaka-most na alternative method na ginagamit niyo sa inyong LGU? By the way, ma'am, yung Sibalom is saan po siya na region and province?
Antique po, Region 6.
Antique. So ano ma'am yung pinaka nagamit niyong alternative methods of procurement last year?
Meron po kaming small value procurement, tapos yung direct contract at saka emergency cases po sir.
Okay, thank you Ma'am Jenny. So sige po everyone, no? Let me share my screen, no? I hope no everyone is in place na, no, and ready to listen, no, for our discussion for today. Okay, can you see my screen now? Nakikita na po ba? Thumbs up po kung nakikita na yung screen. Okay, sige. So my topic no is on alternative methods of procurement, no? So in this session, we will be learning to identify and differentiate the various alternative methods of procurement.
Morning, sir. Wala pa, sir.
Okay, and appropriately use alternative methods of procurement based on the prescribed conditions, procedures, and requirements. No? So identify natin yung alternative methods of procurement at saka ano naman po yung mga conditions, procedures, and requirements na kailangan natin sundan pag nag-alternative methods of procurement tayo. So as part of the outline, no, we'll be discussing the general guidelines, no, the conditions, procedures, documentary requirements of the alternative methods of procurement. No? So before we proceed, no, with the proper discussion, let me ask si ma'am sa LGU Taisan. Walang name ma'am yung kwan nyo. Ano ba yung name niyo ma'am sa LGU, yung naka-LGU Taisan lang? Yes ma'am. Ano yung name niyo po ma'am? Yan po.
Baksak po.
Yung name niyo po ma'am?
Margie po.
Ma'am Margie, ano po ma'am yung ilan pong alternative methods of procurement meron tayo sa RA 9184? Ilan po yung ating alternative methods of procurement?
5 po.
5 po. Ano po yun? Yung limang alternative methods of procurement.
Small value procurement.
Small value.
Ano pa ba, ma'am?
Mas alam ni ma'am, may 5. No?
Ano pa, lima?
Sige Ma'am Margie, no? Tulungan natin sa sino ba? Si Ma'am Mary sa Cervantes, LGU Cervantes. Ma'am Mary Alivar, good morning. Ma'am Mary, good morning. Ma'am Mary? Ma'am Mary?
Good morning, sir.
Yes po. Ma'am, ano yung sinabi ni Ma'am Margie kanina, meron tayong 5 alternative methods of procurement. Ano po yung 5 na yun, alternative methods of procurement?
Pakiulit ko sa
Hi ma'am. Ma'am, give me one. Kahit isa po. Ano po yung isa? Out of that 5. Ma'am?
Shopping.
Shopping. Okay, 1 is shopping. Thank you, ma'am. Si Sir Jose sa Kabatuan. Sir Jose, Norman? Sir Jose, good morning. Sir Jose, Norman, good morning. Oh, umalis si Sir Norman. Si Sir Felix San Miguel. Sir Felix, good morning. Sir Felix, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Po. So San Miguel, sir, na Leyte or San Miguel na San Province?
Bohol. San Miguel, Bohol.
Bohol. Sir, nagbigay po ng isa si ma'am kanina, shopping. Ano pa po ba yung ibang alternative methods of procurement bukod sa shopping? We have
Limited source bidding.
limited source bidding,
Contracting,
direct contracting,
shopping,
Shopping.
negotiated procurement.
negotiated, at saka,
Limutan ko yung isa.
okay, nakalimutan ni sir yung isa. Thank you very much, sir. No? Halos naubos na ni sir. Ano po yung limang alternative methods of procurement? They are, yun po, sabi ni sir kanina, limited source bidding. Yes po, limited source bidding, direct contracting, no, shopping, negotiated procurement, at saka yung repeat order. Okay? So kanina po may na-mention din sina Ma'am Daisy, sina Ma'am Margie, no, and the rest, no, na-mention nila small value, no, at saka yung iba. Yun po sila, alternative methods of procurement pa rin po, pero hindi sila yung core na alternative methods of procurement. Yung core po, itong lilima. Limited, direct contracting, repeat order, shopping, tsaka negotiated. Yung negotiated po natin are broken down, no, to further modalities of procurement. And these are, ayan po, to-fail biddings, no, emergency cases, takeover contracts, no, adjacent or contiguous, agency to agency, scientific, scholarly, or artistic work, exclusive technology and media services, highly technical consultants, small value procurement, lease of real property and venue, defense cooperation agreement, NGO participation, community participation, UN, nations, agencies, international organizations, or international financing institutions, and yung pinakabago po natin, yung direct retail purchase of petroleum, fuel, oil, and lubricants or POL, products, and airline tickets. No? So don't forget po, we only have 5 alternative methods of procurement: limited, direct contracting, repeat order, shopping, and negotiated. While negotiated is broken down, no, further as these modalities of procurement. Okay, so yan po yung kabuuan po ng ating discussion for today. No? Doon po tayo iikot, no, sa discussion natin regarding sa alternative methods of procurement. Okay, and let's begin now with the general guidelines, no, ng alternative methods of procurement. First, no, the procuring entities, no, shall adopt competitive bidding as a general mode of procurement. So since the beginning of the training, no, doon pa lang sa Procurement 101, no, we are being reminded na yung default mode of procurement is the competitive bidding, no. So at all cost talaga, no, yung ating mode of procurement na gagamitin is competitive bidding, no. Alternative methods of procurement shall only be resorted, no, in the following cases: in highly exceptional cases, no, and to promote economy and efficiency, and another one is being justified by conditions specified in the IRR of RA 9184. So pwede pong mag-alternative in these instances, no? And usually, no, to elucidate lang po no the manner bakit tayo resort to alternative methods of procurement. Although yung ating default mode is competitive bidding, isa po dito is yung to promote economy and efficiency. Di ba po kasi magpapabidding tayo sa lahat ng ating modes of procurement as a default mode of procurement. Pero kung bibili lang naman tayo ng say for example, isang ream ng bond paper, no? How much does it cost? Yung isang ream nasa 200 to 300 plus, no? Yung ating cost nun. As a default mode, no? Magpapabidding tayo nun. But is it economical to the government? Is it efficient to the government para magpabidding ng isang ream ng bond paper lang? No? So yun po, no? That's why now we have these alternative methods of procurement. Kasi the cost, the economy of scale, no, ng cost ng pagconduct ng public bidding, no, compared to doing alternative methods of procurement in procuring just one ream of bond paper, no, malaki po, no, yung difference, no. Kaya po we resort to alternative methods of procurement in some instances, no, but just the same, no, the default mode of procurement natin is competitive bidding. Just to remind us, no, itong general guidelines with regard to alternative methods of procurement. So just be guided, no, if we do other modalities of procurement apart from public bidding, kailangan po, it must be guided with these three principles. In highly exceptional cases, to promote economy and efficiency and justify the conditions specified in the IRR of RA 1924. Again, no, as a rule, nalaman din natin to, no, sa mga previous na discussions, no procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with the approved annual procurement plan of the procuring entity. Okay? Sumasang-ayon po ba kayo dito, Sir Jose Norman? Sir Jose, ready na po ba kayo sumagot? Sir Jose, good morning. Pwede po pa-unmute? Sir Jose? Pwede po pa-unmute? Sir Jose? Sir Jose, good morning. Good morning po, Sir Jose. Hindi ni Sir Jose ma-unmute siguro yung kanya, yung audio niya. May I call Sir Wilmer sa LGU Danao. Sir Wilmer, Danao City. Sir Wilmer. Sir Wilmer, good morning. Sir Wilmer?
Sir, morning, sir.
Yes, po. Good morning, sir. Sir, do you agree? No procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with approved APP. Do you practice that in LGU Danao?
Hindi,
Sir Wilmer?
sir.
Hindi?
Sir.
Ibig sabihin, ha? Ano, sir? Sir Wilmer?
Opo, sir. Mayroon, sir.
Anong opo? Opo na hindi kayo gumagawa ng APP or opo na...
Meron, sir. Gumawa.
Meron.
Okay,
So, nag-agree po tayo, Sir Wilmer, na wala tayong bibilhin, no, sa LGU Danao nang wala doon sa ating APP. Tama?
Opo. Tama, sir. Tama.
Yes, Sir Wilmer. Paano po, Sir Wilmer, kung sa kalagitnaan ng taon, sabi ni Mayor, gusto ko ng TV, Wilmer, sa office ko kasi walang TV, yung 55 inches malaki-laki para from time to time makapag-unwind naman ako. Tapos, pinapabili kayo ni Mayor ng TV. Kaso, nung chinek nyo sa APP, wala sa APP. Pwede ba kayong bumili ng TV? Sir Wilmer?
Kung wala sa PP, sir, hindi.
So, hindi nyo bibilan si Mayor ng TV. Sasabihan mo si Mayor, Mayor, wala sa APP. Dito mo palit, ana. Dito pwede, ana mo palit.
Pero pwede na, sir.
Ha? Pwede. So, ibig sabihin pala, hindi tama tong statement na no procurement shall be undertaken unless in the approved APP. Kasi wala sa APP nyo eh. Tapos gusto yung pabili ni Mayor. Tapos sabi mo, bibilhin. Pwede ba? Sir Wilmer? Andyan pa kayo?
Sir.
Yan. Paano, Sir Wilmer? Sinabi ni Mayor, Wilmer, bilan mo ko ng TV. 55 inch.
Ano, sir? Profit ng budget?
Na? Granting, may budget kayo para sa TV. O, bibilin mo na ba? Sinabi ni Mayor? Sir Wilmer.
Sir.
Oh, paano?
Hindi
Ah,
siguro sir kasi walang nalagay sa FPP.
Sige. Sir Wilmer, thank you. Si Ma'am ba to? Ma'am Feby ng Tigbawan. Ma'am Feby, can you unmute? May sagot ata si Ma'am Feby. Hi, Ma'am Feby. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yan. Yes, Ma'am Phoebe. Sabi ni Mayor, Phoebe, bilang mo ako ng TV. Tapos nakita mo sa APP, wala sa APP. Sa paano?
Okay, so pwede pong gumawa ng supplemental budget and supplemental ABP.
Okay. So sabi ni Ma'am Phoebe, pwede niyang bilhan si Mayor no, ng TV kahit wala sa approved APP, pero i-ensure niya na meron siyang gagawing supplemental APP. Okay? Thank you, Ma'am Phoebe. No? So ito po, no, everyone, sinasabi po, as a general rule, wala tayong bibilhin pag wala sa APP. So yung reference natin na document before we procure is the APP, the Annual Procurement Plan. In the event na yung bibilhin, ipapabili sa atin, wala sa APP, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi natin bibilhin yung item na yun. Kasi kung kailangan naman talaga ng LGU yung item na yun, no, pwede pa rin natin bilhin. Ano yung remedy? We have to produce a supplemental APP to that effect, no? So papagawan yung end user ng PPMP, and then isasubmit sa back for a proper supplemental APP. And then by that time, doon pa lang pwedeng mag-procure supposedly, no? Si LGU ng mga items na wala doon sa kanyang mother APP or sa kanyang original na APP. Okay? So as a general rule, everyone, no procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with the approved annual procurement plan of the procuring entity. Okay? So ito po yung ayan po, no? Ayan po yung mukha po ng APP as contained, no, as mentioned, as discussed, no, doon sa procurement plan ninyo na procurement plan and budget linkage na discussion, no? So yung mode of procurement, no, yung mode of procurement andyan po, no, ano yung mga items na bibilhin andyan din po, and other details, no, ng ating procurement, no? So what if Ma'am Rizel from San Fernando, Ma'am Rizel Mangiliet. Ma'am Rizel, good morning. Hi, Ma'am Rizel.
Yes, good morning. Good morning po.
Yes po. Ma'am Rizel, what if Ma'am Rizel nakalagay diyan sa inyong APP, no? Yung amount ng mini dump truck, no? Change ko. Yung furniture and fixture, no? Yung furniture and fixture nakalagay shopping sa mode of procurement, no? Sa mode of procurement. Tapos nung bibilhin niyo na, napagtanto ng back na hala, yung furniture and fixture pala hindi pala siya shopping, no? Anong gagawin ng agency ngayon, ng back ngayon? To that effect. Nakita niya sa APP na yung mode of procurement is shopping. Nung bibili niya na sa actual, napagtanto ng back na hindi pala siya shopping yung mode of procurement ng furniture and fixture. So anong gagawin ng back na yan?
Magre-resolution po for change ng mode of procurement.
Ayan. So tama po. Thank you, Ma'am Rizel. Paki-mute na po ng mic. So everyone, no? May kwan po, may silbi po ang APP. Hindi lang po siya for compliance na document para makakuha ng PBB or for whatever purpose, no, para hindi makuwable. May purpose po ang APP, no? Sinasabihan tayo nito kung ano yung details ng ating procurement, and particularly, no, on one of those details is the mode of procurement. So pag sinabi ng document natin na yung mode of procurement is competitive bidding, so by all means yung gagawin nating mode of procurement it is competitive bidding. Pero if circumstances warrant na mag-alternative methods of procurement tayo, pwede naman siya, no, as long as we produce, sabi nga kaya ni Ma'am, no, we produce a backward solution, no, changing the mode of procurement, no. So example, from competitive bidding to one of the alternatives, say for example small value, or yung kanina from shopping gagawin siyang small value procurement. Okay, so just a reminder na sa general guidelines when we do alternative methods of procurement. Okay, another guidelines, general guidelines as to the prohibition on splitting of government contracts. No? As defined, no? The division or breaking up of government contracts into smaller quantities and amounts, or dividing contracts implementation into artificial phases or subcontracts for the purpose of evading or circumventing the requirements of procurement rules and procedures is prohibited. However, a mere act of dividing a contract into smaller quantities or phases does not automatically constitute splitting of contract. Now, the procuring entity are authorized to divide a procurement project into lots to attract the maximum competition, but must ensure that doing so is not made to circumvent any provisions of RA 9184 or its IRR. So this is mentioned, no, part of NPM ng policy matter, no, 020-2019. So makita mo rin po sa website ng GPPB, and this is how it looks like. No? Yan po yung presentation ng NPM, no, in the GPPB website. Usually, no, if you have formal queries, no, may mga letter kayo to GPPB, sinasagot yan po ng GPPB na, and if it deemed to be part of the NPM, ginagawan po nila ng NPM. And for example, this was raised by Bureau of Corrections, no? At yung concern niya nga is regarding sa lot and splitting of contracts, no? Yung kung pag-iwahiwalay ba into lots is mako-constitute siya ng splitting of contracts. So kanina po, no, dinefine po ng GPPB ano po yung splitting of contract, no? So on that note, no, meron pa rin pong isang NPM na kinalabas ang GPPB with regard to the splitting of contract, no? And this is way back in 2012 pa. So in 2012, no, tawag nito yung threshold ng pag-conduct ng public bidding for national government agencies is nasa 500,000 pa lang. Nung nag-took effect yung 2016 IRR na raise yung threshold from 500,000 to 1 million. So in this particular NPM, no, 2012 pa siya, no. So yung COA nagtanong siya, no, sa GPP. Actually COA si COA yung nag-request ng query na to, no. Sabi niya, whether the purchase made through shopping and small value procurement under separate PRs, iba-iba yung PR, no? Iba-iba yung PR amounting to that's typographical, 500,000, no? 500,000. So iba-iba yung PR na produce, no? Pero pag pinagsama-sama mo siya, nag-exceed siya ng 500,000, which is the threshold, no, to conduct public bidding during that period, no? So collectively, pag pinagsama-sama yung mga PR, no, for catering services ng mga training, no, to be conducted at the same period and local but at different venues with different sets of participants and title and separate funding source be considered splitting of contracts. So this is familiar, no, kasi sa atin sa LGU nagka-conduct tayo ng mga activities, no, per departments, no. So si budget office, si agriculture, si Menro, no, si planning, may mga trainings na kinakandak, especially before the pandemic, no, the pre-pandemic situations, no. May mga trainings na kinakandak, no. So it just so happened, no, na yung training ng budget office kinandak siya, ito yung amount. Sa planning kinandak siya, ito yung amount, no. Iba-iba yung PR, no? Iba-iba yung charging kasi iba-iba yung department, no? So yung tanong ba, iba-iba rin yung PR. Yung tanong ba is pag binili ba siya separately, magko-constitute ba siya ng splitting of contracts, no? In this NPM, define ulit ng GPPB ano yung definition ng splitting of contract, no? And let's take note of the last paragraph wherein it is said, no, that the project by its nature must have been considered as one project and therefore must have been captured in a single PPMP or APP, so that to divide it into smaller quantities or phases would be unreasonable. So in this case, the splitting is practically reduced to an artificial scheme to make multiple awards without clear advantage for the government and to sidestep existing rules and provisions, no? Existing rules and provisions, no, to existing provisions of RA 9184. No? So yun po, no? So let's be careful lang po, no? When we do our consolidation ng ating APP, no? As much as possible, no? We consolidate, no? Yung ating mga same and similar procurement activities so that it may not be viewed as splitting of contracts. No? Very very tricky din sometimes, no? Yung pag-define ng splitting of contracts, no? Kasi yung word nga na sinasabi dito, no, that a mere act of dividing a contract into smaller quantities or phases does not automatically constitute splitting of contracts, no. Although, no, sabi din, no, ng GPPB na yung mga similar, no, must have been captured in a single PPMP, and so to divide it into smaller quantities or phases would be unreasonable. So pag hinati-hati mo yung isang procurement, no, para lumabas lang siya na hindi siya magfo-fall under the competitive bidding, yung threshold is may be defined, no, as a splitting of contract. Okay. Another one po, no, regarding naman po sa reference to brand names, no. So reference to brand names shall not be allowed, no, at all times except for the items or parts that are compatible with the existing fleet or equipment of the same make and brand and will maintain the performance, functionality, and useful life of the equipment. So this rule shall apply to the goods component of infrastructure projects and consulting services. So even the goods, no, na part ng ating mga infra, hindi tayo pwedeng maglagay ng brand. Example, meron kayong renovation ng inyong municipal hall, tapos dun sa program of work, hindi ka pwedeng maglagay doon ng Boysen paint, no? Kasi it refers to a brand, yung paint niya. So i-define mo lang, i-describe mo lang anong klaseng paint yung gusto mong bilhin without carrying the brand, no? So much so, no, sa goods talaga na-identify talaga siya, no? So pero in exemption to that, sabi ng batas, no, na pag may existing na tayo, no, na equipment or may existing fleet, pwede po tayo maglagay ng branding. For example, you already have an Epson printer in your agency, in your LGU. So might as well talaga yung ilalagay natin doon when we procure the inks, no, or the toners, dapat nakalagay din ng Epson, no, Epson toner number. Kasi pag lagyan mo siya ng HP or other brands, hindi siya mag-work or pwede ikasira ng existing equipment natin. So yan po yung exemption, no, ng pag-identify ng brand names when we do our procurement. Okay, so maraming tanong nito, no. This is very debatable, itong reference to brand names. Sasabihin kasi ng iba, no, in a series of trainings, no, I have been into, no, yung parating tanong, sir, pag walang brand name, generic siya yung lumalabas, tapos yung binibigay sa amin substandard, no? We always hear the word substandard. So sino ba yung nag-define ng substandard, no? Paano mo nalaman kung substandard ba siya o hindi siya substandard? IFE Tigas, ma'am or sir, IFE Tigas. Good morning. IFE Tigas. Good morning. Nasa workstation po ba kayo? IFE Tigas? IFE Tigas?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. So, yun po, ma'am, no? Sa ating reference to brand names, no? So, na-mention natin kanina, no, na pwede tayong bumili, no, ng mga items na lagyan natin ng brand. Tama ba, Ma'am Ivy?
Yes, sir.
For what purposes? Kailan lang tayo pwedeng maglagay ng brand names? Kung
hindi talaga pwede, sir.
So hindi talaga tayo pwedeng maglagay ng brand name?
Kung sa mga PR namin, sir, wala talagang brand name na ilagay namin.
Sa lahat ng pagkakataon, Ma'am Ivy?
Hindi ko sure, sir.
Yun po, no, Ma'am Ivy, kasasabi lang natin, no, na kung meron tayong existing, no, na equipment, pwede tayong maglagay ng brand name, no, Ma'am Ivy. So halimbawa, Ma'am Ivy, sa office ninyo meron kayong printer na Epson. So yung lalagay mo doon sa PR mo, no, pwede ka na maglagay doon Epson toner number, no, kasi meron kang existing na equipment. Okay.
Okay, sir, yung part talaga ng ano, sir, yung supply, kung yung pwede na yung brand name.
Correct. Kung may existing ka.
Yes, sir.
Bumibili ka ng mga parts noon or ng mga items, no, for that specific na equipment, pwede kang mag-specify ng brand name, no.
Okay.
Pero Ma'am Ivy, yung question na regarding sa narinig niyo po ba yung word na substandard?
Substandard, yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the substandard na kuan? Paano niyo po masasabi na substandard yung isang product?
Ano lang, sir, yung sa engineering lang namin ang magsabi yan, sir, kasi hindi kami particular sa mga, sir, supplies and materials.
In your experience, paano mo masasabi na isang bagay is substandard?
Ano, sir, siguro madali siyang masira or iba talaga yung quality niya, ganyan. Oo. Then, ma-compare man sa yung mga original talaga o yung mga standard, so lang talaga siya, sir, iba talaga ang klase, sir, hindi talaga siya matibay.
Okay, so do you agree, Ma'am?
Ano pa, sir, mas mura talaga. Yes, sir.
Pag mura, substandard na agad?
Hindi, depende sa sir, sa klase ng material.
Yan po, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sino po yung nakakapagsabi sa inyong LGU? Sino po makakapagsabi kung substandard o hindi substandard yung item?
Yung mga expert siguro, sir, kagaya na sa aming municipal engineer, kasi mas mas marami na experience yun sa mga materials. Example yung sa mga infra, so ganyan, sir.
Okay. Pero would you agree, Ma'am Ivy, na yung makakapag-define talaga ng standard ng item na gusto niyo is kayo mismo? Kayo mismo, the end user yourselves.
Siguro,
okay.
Pwede rin.
I would tell you, Ma'am, ha, kung bakit ko nasabi na yung makakapag-define ng substandard, kayo din mismo yung mga end user. And to the rest of our participants, okay? Kasi in most cases, sasabihin natin pag bumili yung ating bumili yung ating supply, tapos dineliver sa inyo. Pag deliver sa inyo, sasabihin ng end user, tapos si Ma'am Ivy, pangit naman ng sign pen na to, substandard to. Sino ba nag-identify nito? Or yung laptop na binili, substandard, hindi siya within the standards, no? Yun yung sinasabi ng end user. Pero let's take note doon sa discussion ninyo ng procurement planning. Sino ba yung nag-identify ng needs, Ma'am Ivy?
Nag-identify ng needs. Ang end user, sir, yung office na maggamit.
Yes. Tapos doon sa pag-identify ng needs niya, nilalagay niya yung details ng kanyang needs, di ba?
Specification
niya. Yes. Pero in most cases, ano nangyayari? Si end user sasabihin lang laptop, computer, without the necessary details. Pag dineliver sa kanya, pag pangit, sasabihin niya substandard. Kaninong kasalanan? Kay end user. So yung ating substandard relative sa description na nilagay natin doon sa ating PPMP, no? So yung ating standard ng ating mga products hindi nakasalalay sa brand ng product. So nakasalalay yun sa description na nilagay natin doon sa ating PPMP. Kaya po sa ating mga participants, pag gumawa po tayo ng PPMP, seryosohin po natin. Kung gusto natin ng standard na product na mabibili, kailangan po ilagay natin ng proper, ng tama yung ating description at don't rely to the brand itself, no? Ano ba yung meron ng brand na yan? Bakit ba ang mahal niya? Bakit ba quality siya? So might as well you research, you look for the description of that, without referring to brands, without referring to brands. Okay? Sige. Thank you, Ma'am Ivy.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Okay. So with regard naman po sa delegation, delegation of authority. Ito pong mga modes of procurement na to, pwede pong i-delegate, i-delegate sa end user, sa end user yung pag-conduct po ng ating procurement through a back resolution approved by the host. So it's only be done, can only be done in shopping A and shopping B, negotiated emergency cases, small value procurement, lease of real property and venue, and then the direct purchase of poll and airline tickets. Okay, so don't be confused sa mga modes of procurement na mini-mention ko kasi kanina, in-identify na natin kanina, di ba, yung 5 major alternative methods of procurement and the negotiated procurement, alternative methods of procurement. Okay, so in these cases lang daw, pwedeng i-delegate yung authority. So ibig sabihin, hindi na si BAC yung magkakandak ng procurement activity, but instead, it will be delegated to the end user through a BAC resolution duly approved by the head of procuring entity. So in this case, sa shopping A and B lang, negotiated procurement emergency, small value, lease of real property and venue, and then the direct purchase of poll and airline ticket. But only in shopping A, can the delegated authority be extended until the award of contract. Sa rest po, hindi po pwede kasi yung pag-award po ng contract is sole responsibility ng ating head of procuring entity. So yung delegation, ang delegation hindi siya umaabot ng award of contract except for shopping A. Okay, so may limitation po ang delegation of authority ng ating alternative methods of procurement. And it's only limited to these modalities of procurement. And with regard naman po sa field registration, bidders are mandated to register with PhilJEPs and provide PhilJEPs registration number as a condition for award for the following modalities. So kailangan registered sa PhilJEPs yung ating mga suppliers when it comes to these modalities of procurement. Hinihingan natin as part doon sa Annex H, hinihingan natin sila ng registration number. And that is direct contracting, shopping B, takeover contracts, small value procurement, lease of real property and venue, scientific, scholarly, artistic work, exclusive scientific and media services, and highly consultants, Okay. So yan po yung ating mga modalities of procurement na kailangan registered sa PhilJEPs yung ating supplier, otherwise hindi po pwedeng ibigay yung ating award, This is a condition for award, okay? And for the limited source bidding and the negotiated to fill bidding, kailangan po yung certificate, Basta yung may mga semblance of a public bidding or a competitive bidding, kailangan po certificate yung pinoproduce, hindi lang po yung registration. So don't be confused again, There are two types po ng ating PhilJEPs, Yung registration, yung red membership, and the other one is the platinum certificate. Only the platinum nag-i-issue ng certificates. Yung red membership po, wala pong certificate na in-issue, only the registration number. Okay? So yung mini-mention po dito is registration only. So wag niyo pong pilitin yung supplier na mag-produce ng certificate for this modes of procurement kasi hindi po sila makakapag-produce kasi kung hindi po sila nag-upgrade to platinum. Yung requirement po ng platinum is only for public bidding, limited source bidding, and two-field bidding. For this one, registration lang po. So if the supplier would show us the red membership, registration number, yun na po yun. Huwag yun na po hingan ng platinum certificate. But if they can produce, well and good. Pero pag hindi po, huwag po natin pilitin yung ating suppliers. Okay. Advertisement naman po. Okay, for alternative methods of procurement, the procuring entity may dispense with advertisement in the newspaper and posting requirement as prescribed in section 21.2.1 of the IRR of RA 9184. So nawala na po yung posting sa newspaper, effective after the sunset clause ng 2016 IRR. So 2 years from 2016 effectivity to the 2016 IRR, hindi na po mandatory yung posting ng ating mga procurement activities in the newspaper. Yung PhilJEPs would already suffice. Unless otherwise, hindi makapag-post sa PhilJEPs yung ating agency at kailangan siyang i-post doon sa newspaper. But as a matter of rule, yung newspaper po na posting ng ating advertisement is already dispensed after the sunset clause ng ating 2016 IRR has been effective. And for the following alternative methods of procurement, however, the BAC to the Secretariat shall post the procurement opportunities. So yung limited source bidding, shopping B, two-field biddings, small value procurement for projects above 50,000 and the NGO participation. Okay, and then the procurement opportunities for the aforementioned alternative methods of procurement shall be posted in the following for a period of at least 3 calendar days. Sa PhilJEP's website, sa procuring entity's website, at saka sa conspicuous places in the procuring entity's premises. So yan po yung requirement ng advertisement posting natin. Okay? So hindi naman mandatory sa newspaper, pero sa PhilJEP's po, require yung posting ng ating mga procurement opportunities on this alternative methods of procurement. Limited source bidding, shopping bee, to-fill bidding, small value, and NGO participation. Parang may question ata. Direct contracting po, need pa ba ng i-post? Okay. So as mentioned po, ito lang po yung posting requirement na kailangan na mai-post sa PhilJEPs. Limited source bidding, yung shopping bee, to-fill bidding, small value procurement, and NGO participation. Okay, yung direct contracting, award na lang po siya. Later on po, makikita po natin na yung award din po, hindi siya pwedeng ma-dispense. Kahit hindi po pinupost yung opportunity, yung award po, dapat ma-post po. So hindi po lahat ng alternative methods of procurement kailangan i-post yung opportunity. Some may not be posted, pero yung award should be posted. Yung iba nga na hindi pinupost is like the small lease of real property. Wala nang posting in the PhilJEPs sa opportunity, pero yung award, kailangan pa rin siya i-post. Okay? So don't be confused sa posting requirement ng opportunity versus the award. Okay? So hindi lahat ng opportunity kailangan i-post sa PhilJEPs, pero yung award nun dapat i-post. Okay? Sige. As part ng transparency requirements, this is all PEs are reminded of the transparency and accountability requirements under RA 9184 and its 2016 IRR, the GAA, resolutions issued by the GPPB and other relevant laws, rules, and regulations as contained in the GPPB Circular Number 01-2021. So this is a reminder for the transparency requirements for all of the procuring entities, which includes the LGUs. And this is a new circular issued by the GPPB 01-2021, wherein all agencies and instrumentalities under the executive department. So take note, executive department. This excludes the LGUs. So sinushow lang namin to as part of the material po. Shall post the invitation or request for submission of price quotations in PhilJEPs on their official websites and social media platforms and in organized manner, and shall ensure the security and integrity. So with this circular, pati rin po sa social media na platforms, pinapapost na rin po yung ating mga procurement opportunity in the interest of transparency. In the interest of transparency. Okay. So as part of the general guidelines pa rin, ng ating alternative methods of procurement is the most advantage price for the government. So in all procurement activities, ini-insure, dapat i-insure po ng government to get the most advantage price for the government. That's why even if it's alternative, there's still semblance of a competition. In what aspect, in what manner? We gave at least three RFQ, at least 3 suppliers, para magkaroon po ng competition and choices for the agency, for the LGU to choose a competitive price. Hindi naman siya lowest price at all times. Kaya sinabi dito ng GPPB ng ating batas, most advantageous price to the government. Hindi naman sinabi na lowest. So gone are those days na sinasabi nila kaya substandard yung nakukuha ng mga produkto ng gobyerno kasi parating lowest price. Hindi na po lowest price. If you notice, hindi na siya LCRB na tayo, lowest calculated and responsive bidder. So yung price doon is just a factor but not a determining factor para i-award yung isang opportunity. So isa lang siya sa mga factors yung pagiging mababang price. But then again, we have to deliberate na yung makukuha ng gobyerno is the most advantageous price to the government. And then the procuring entity shall ensure that the objectives and purpose of the contract to do not constitute unnecessary, no, excessive, extravagant, or unconscionable expenditure. No? Ito po yung madalas, no, na mababasa natin sa COA pag nag-EOM sa atin. Itong unnecessary, excessive, extravagant, unconscionable expenditures. So we have to avoid this one, no, when we do our procurement activities. And the posting of notice of award, contracts, and notice to proceed, as a matter of rule, the NOA, no, contract, PO, including the NTP, if necessary, shall be posted within 10 days from their issuance in the following. No? So within 10 days, ipo-post natin, no, from the manual to these platforms, no, sa PhilJobs website, sa procuring entities website, and sa conspicuous places of the procuring entities premises, except no, for the contracts, no, with ABCs falling 50,000 and below. So pwedeng hindi na siya i-post yung mga awards. So kanina, di ba, na-mention natin kanina, yung mga opportunities kailangan ipo-post on a specific modalities of procurement. Di ba? Hindi lahat, di ba nakita nyo, hindi lahat pinopost. Pero dito po, sa awards, no, kailangan i-post siya, no? I-post siya in these platforms. Okay? Ayan, sa itong bago, no? Additional transparency requirements, post awards information of procuring projects, no, of procurement projects, posting of procurement documents, no, in the PhilJobs official website, no, and transparency seal, and yung pinakabago, social media platforms. This is mandatory for executive departments, no, per GPPB circular, no, but in the LGU hindi pa siya hindi na mention, no, yung mandatory requirement na pag-post sa social media platform. So as part of it, no, saan ba pinopost yung mga invitation or request for submission of price, quotations, or proposals? Yung ating extension of the deadline in shopping, the NOA contract purchase order, lahat po dapat ipopost sa PhilJobs, except po sa notice of suspension of the conduct of procurement activities, which is only posted in the procuring entities website. So both po sa PhilJobs and conspicuous places, pinupost po itong mga data or information per GPB Circular number 01-2021. Okay. Another one, no, timeline for submission of documentary requirements. The BAC, no, shall indicate in the RFQ or request for quotation, or the RFP or the request for proposals in case of consultancy, at what stage of the procurement process to which the documentary requirements must be submitted. Okay, submission of offers, evaluation of offers, before issuance of notice of award, or prior to payments. Okay, so nilalagay po doon as a matter of condition ng ating RFQ, request for quotation, kung kailan po isasubmit yung mga documentary requirements ng ating mga suppliers. Is it during the submission of offer? Is it during the evaluation of the offer? Or before the issuance of the award, or prior to payment? So we indicate that in our RFQ. So pag sinabi natin na documentary requirements will be submitted together, no, with the necessary supporting documents. So pag hindi sila nag-submit, that's a ground for DQ, no, disqualification. Pag hindi sila nag-submit, kung sinabi natin sa RFQ na should be submitted together with our RFQ. Okay, pero pag hindi nyo naman minention, no, and you allow it to be submitted prior to payment or before the issuance of the award, okay lang po yun. Ihabol na lang yung mga documentary requirements, which we will isa-isahin natin mamaya. Ano ba yung mga documentary requirements doon sa alternative methods of procurement. Okay, but no, ako as a trainer and as a practitioner in procurement, I do not suggest na antayin pa natin yung prior to payment, yung pag-submit ng ating mga suppliers ng kanilang mga documentary requirements. Why? Kasi po, baka during doon sa prior to payment, yung ating supplier hindi talaga makapag-produce ng documentary requirements, no? So paano mo ngayon i-retract, no, yung na-award na, tapos na-deliver na, tapos magbabayad na lang, tapos doon mo lang nalaman na hindi pala siya responsive. So ako as a trainer, no, and as a practitioner, hindi ako nagsasuggest na yung submission of documentary requirements should be done prior to the payment. Mas maganda together with the, no, together with the. no? Or during the post-qualification period. Okay? Sige. With regard naman po, no, sa GPPB Resolution number 09-2020, I believe, no, na-discuss din nyo rin to, so hindi ko na siya i-discuss thoroughly, no. Let's just partake no, the slide, no, with regard doon sa measures for efficient conduct of procurement activities during a state of calamity or implementation of community quarantine or similar restrictions, no. So yung submission ng procurement documents through email or facsimile, the submission of procurement documents exempt, no, for the submission and receipts of bid through electronic mail or facsimile shall be allowed, subject to the submission, no, of printed copies as soon as practicable as determined by the BAC, no. So yung procuring entity, no, shall establish their respective internal rules, no, to ensure the security, integrity, and authenticity of the documents electronically submitted and the use of digital or electronic signature, no? So which in another one, no, yung pag-maximize ng existing government procurement rules, no? So ito siya, contained na rin siya prior to the pandemic, no, prior to this resolution. Andun na po ito sa IRR, yung use of video conferencing, webcasting, and similar technology in the conduct of any meetings and determination of quorum by the BAC, no. And it is also mentioned na doon sa GPPB Resolution number 24-2018, no. So pre-pandemic, no, in-emphasize na to, no, and also mentioned again, no, to maximize, no, the existing rules natin, no, dito sa GPPB Resolution number 09-2020, and the use, no, of digital signatures in procurement-related documents, which is also, no, meron tong GPPB Resolution number 16-2019, no, with regards sa paggamit ng digital signature in procurement-related documents, and also the cancellation, termination of procurement activities without prejudice, no, sa ating section 35.1 ng IRR upon consultation with the end user unit, no, shall allow to cancel or terminate the conduct of procurement activities or for any justifiable reasons, no. So pwede po, no, pwede po nating ipa-cancel, termination ng ating procurement activities, no, with justifiable reasons. Okay, let's go on to first knowledge check. GPPB, Sir Marky.
Yes, all right. So at this point, we will be having our surprise knowledge check. So meaning this is extra special because this will be a prize poll. So may I request our participants to input your answer to our Zoom chat box. And the person who will answer our poll correctly will receive a special token from GPPB. So, may I request our technical team to flash the question, please? The question is, the conduct of the following mode of procurement may be delegated to the end user unit or any other appropriate bureau, committee, or unit duly authorized by BAC through a resolution approved by the whole except A, lease of real property, B, small value procurement, C, two-failed bidding, or letter D, emergency procurement. All right, please, again, encode your answer to our Zoom chat box. All right. So sir, majority po na sumagot po sa ating poll ay letter C, two-failed bidding. While we also have 17% who answered emergency procurement. And Okay, I'm currently having technical difficulties with my. Okay.
Okay, Sir Marky, okay na?
For our first knowledge check, the correct answer is letter C, two-failed bidding. And according to our Zoom chat box, the first one who answered correctly is from LGU Pagatuan, Jinghanim Ogkat. So, yun po. So, again, sir, is two-failed bidding po ba ay ang tamang sagot for this call?
Okay. Thank you, Sir Marky. No? So yung tanong, no? Yung tanong ni Sir Marky sa knowledge check, ano daw po yung hindi, no? Kasama na pwedeng i-delegate, no? Na i-delegate sa end user, no? Which among yung hindi pwedeng i-delegate? Okay? So yung tamang sagot po is two-failed bidding. Kasi if you would remember na sa discussion natin kanina, anong instances po pwedeng ma-delegate yung ating procurement, no, yung ating procurement activity sa end user? It's shopping A and shopping B, no? Shopping A and shopping B, negotiated emergency cases, small value procurement, lease of real property and venue, at saka yung direct purchase of ball and airline tickets. So hindi po na-mention doon yung two-failed bidding. Ibig sabihin, hindi po siya pwedeng i-delegate sa ating end user unit. And to add to that question, no, ito sa ating poll question, ano naman doon sa mga nabanggit ko na mga pwedeng i-delegate, ang pwedeng paabutin hanggang sa award yung delegation? Sige nga, can you chat your answers? Just a follow-up lang dito sa poll. Hanggang ano? Anyone? O nakalimutan na yung discussion natin kanina? Di ba yung delegated authority, sabi ko kanina, no? Hindi absolute yung delegation. Pwede lang siya at a certain extent, no? At a certain extent ng procurement, no? Yung procurement, no, yung delegation, no, hanggang award is pwede lang kay, tama po, si Ma'am Lenny, sabi po niya shopping A, no, si Sir Josie, no, or Ma'am Josie May, sabi niya letter A din po, no, shopping A, shopping A, no. So sa shopping A lang pwede ma-delegate yung authority until award, no. So thank you very much, no, sa mga nag-participate, no. Okay lang po yun sa iba na hindi po nakasagot po ng tama. It's part of learning, no? So we learn, no, from our mistakes, no? Sige, let's continue. Baka may question po, may except kasi hindi ko nabasa. Okay lang po yun. Sige, let's proceed. Now, let's go on na sa conditions, no, procedures, documentary requirements, no, all the alternative methods of procurement. So kanila mga general guidelines lang po yung na-mention natin kanina. Ngayon po, ano na po yung mga conditions, procedures, and requirements. Okay? Sige po. And as mentioned kanina, no, we have, no, as a recap, no, recap na kaagad, we have 5 major alternative methods of procurement: the limited source, the direct contracting, the repeat order, shopping, and negotiated procurement. So with regards sa limited source bidding, no? Yung ating limited source bidding is also known as a selective bidding, which involves, no, direct invitation to bid by the procuring entity, no, from the list of pre-selected suppliers or consultants, no. So yung ating mga procuring entity may undertake, no, the limited source bidding for the procurement of goods and consulting services lang, no? Hindi kasama yung ating infra, no? It's only for goods and consulting services. And the procuring entity, no, may only use the limited source bidding for the procurement, no? Ito yung conditions natin sa highly specialized equipment services at saka sa major plant components. Ano ba tong mga highly specialized type, no, ng ating goods and consulting services? Example po, no, yung ating mga sophisticated defense, no, equipment, yung mga complex air navigation system, yung coal, no, where only a few bidders are known to be available, no, or yung sinasabi namang major plant components, ito naman po yung mga beneficial to the limited bidding to known qualified bidders to maintain uniform quality and performance of the plant, no? So yung mga procurement projects that usually fall under the modality of the procurement, no, of this procurement mode of procurement is the procurement of currency coin, metals, and banknotes papers by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, no? The defense equipment and maritime aerial system used by the Department of National Defense and local and infra fund managers procured by the GSIS. So yung mga nabanggit ko kanina are highly specialized equipment and services, no, na mga binibili ng ating mga specific government agencies. So doon po nagfo-fall yung limited source bidding natin, no. So usually naman sa LGU madalang or wala tayo, no, na binibili ng nagfo-fall under limited source bidding. As ako lang, as ano ba tawag nun sa mga yung parang life hack, no, life hack, how to determine kung limited source bidding ba or hindi. Just go to the GPPB website, yung may pre-selected suppliers. Pag nakikita mo yung product mo, tapos andun yung mga suppliers, isa lang hindi siya determining factor. One of the determining factor lang siya na pwede mo siya makategorize as limited source bidding. Pag nakikita mo yung product mo doon sa mga ino-offer ng mga suppliers, doon sa pre-selected suppliers na nakalagay sa GPPB na website. Otherwise, no, let's conform to the definition na highly specialized equipment and major plant components. Okay, yung ating limited source bidding. Okay? So as a rule, no, yung pre-selection, no, is based on the capability and resources to perform, no, the contract, taking into account the following: experience and performance or non-similar contracts, the personal, equipment, manufacturing facilities, and the financial position of the supplier. And as mentioned ko kanina, no, the website of the GPPB, no, has a pre-selected list, no, ng mga limited suppliers, no, yung may mga ino-offer, no, na pre-selected list, no, ng ating mga suppliers na nag-o-offer ng mga limited source ng mga items. Okay, let me check the chat box. Lost net. Okay, baka may question lang. Okay, next. So who prepares the pre-selected list of suppliers and consultants? Usually, no, it is the relevant government agency expert, no, in the procurement concern who prepares the pre-selected list. No? In the absence of relevant government agency, no, the procuring entity, through its back, with assistance of the TWG, now shall prepare the pre-selected list of suppliers. So usually may government agency, no, na nakakapag-determine ng mga pre-selected suppliers. Example, no, si Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, dun sa sinabi ko kayo sa mga mints ng coins and then banknotes, meron silang list of pre-selected suppliers, no? Which I don't know kung sino pa yung pwedeng ma-produce na pwedeng makuha ng list, no, ng ating mga limited pre-selected suppliers and consultants. Okay, direct contracting. Kayo naman nagtanong regarding sa modality na to, yung direct contracting, no? So as a background, no, ito po ay single source procurement, no? And this does not require elaborate bidding, no, documents, and offer may be accepted immediately or after some negotiations. Okay, so teka lang ha, may question sa chat box. Okay. connection lang, internet connection. Santo Tomas, where's Santo Tomas? Batangas? Medyo mahihina. Excuse me. So under this modality, the supplier simply asks, to submit, a price quotation or a pro forma, invoice together with the conditions of sale, the offer may be accepted immediately or after some negotiations, So items of propriety in nature, ito yung mga conditions niya, such as yung mga patents, yung mga trades, secrets, and copyrights, the critical components from specific supplier to hold the contractor to guarantee its project performance, or the item sold by an exclusive manufacturer or dealer subject to the following conditions. Subject to the following conditions. That no other suppliers selling it as a lower price and no suitable substitute can be obtained at more advantageous terms to the government. Okay, so let's be careful dito sa condition kasi yung iba, pag may nag-offer sa kanila ng product, tapos sinasabi na, sir, kami po yung exclusive distributor ng itong product, automatic sinasabi natin na pwede na siya mag-fall under direct contracting. Let's be careful on this one, kasi yung definition ng batas with direct contracting is kailangan, pwede kang mag-direct contracting if the item is sold by exclusive manufacturer or in some instances dealers or distributors, pero may condition pa rin, kung dealer ba yan, kailangan no other suppliers selling it at a lower price, at no suitable substitute can be obtained at a more advantageous terms to the government. Ano yung bibigyan kong sample? Sa LGU, I don't know kung na-experience nyo to, may isang brand ng copier, si copier na Minolta. So there is a supplier, meron pong isang supplier, hindi ko na po i-mention yung supplier. May isang supplier, marami to sa Visayas and Mindanao. I don't know in Luzon kung meron itong company na to. Meron siguro. Nag-claim siya yung exclusive distributor ng Minolta copiers. Sabi niya, sila lang daw yung exclusive distributor in our locality, in particular here in Region 8 sa Tacloban. Sabi nila, kami lang po yung exclusive distributor ng Minolta. So, pwede niyo pong gamit. Minsan po yung supplier sila, medyo may alam na rin sila sa mga procurement sa RD 24, which hindi rin natin dapat i-take into as if yun na kasi minsan they are posing na they know the law then, so sasabihin nila, oh ma'am, pwede itong i-kuan nyo, i-direct contracting kasi di ba sa rules nyo sabi exclusive distributor or manufacturer, pwede kami. Ito, kami lang talaga, ito po yung certificate namin. Pero remember again, kailangan talaga, sinasabi is meron siyang wala siyang substitute, wala siyang substitute, tsaka no other supplier selling. So yung binabanggit ko kanina, itong supplier, sinasabi niya, kami lang yung exclusive distributor ng Minolta copiers. But when we check, we carefully check in the locality. Although meron silang exclusive distributor, pero we can found the Minolta offered by other suppliers in the locality. So ibig sabihin, available siya at nabibili siya sa iba. So sabi ng batas as a requisite, no other suppliers selling it at a lower prices. Merong ibang supplier, nakakapagbenta, So hindi siya magfo-fall as a direct contracting, And yung copier, medyo alangan ako na i-direct contracting ang copier kasi sabi rin ng batas as a condition, no suitable substitute can be obtained to a more advantageous terms to the government. Hindi ba tayo pwedeng gumamit ng ibang copier apart from Minolta? Di ba? So, parang if I were you, as an advice, unsolicited advice from a trainer and as a practitioner in procurement, because I've been a supply officer before, wag nating i-fit, yung ating mga pangangailangan doon sa mga modalities na maalangan tayo na magkakaproblema tayo in the future. Let's use the safer modalities of procurement. Ano yung mga safer? Public bidding. Kung sa alternative, the shopping and small value, yung may mga semblance of competition. As much as possible, we avoid this one. No? Pero if circumstances would warrant, pwede po tayo mag-direct contracting. Yung mga na-mention ko kayo ng mga requisites, yun po yung dapat natin susundan lang when we do direct contracting. Okay, so clear po tayo ha sa direct contracting ha. Yung condition, yun. May question lang ha. Let me check sa chat box ha para hindi natin ma-left out yung questions. Example po, books, may copyright. So pwede siya direct contracting. Depende po no sa anong klaseng book po no yung ating bibili. Not at all times. Pwede po. It may po, it may no. Pwede rin po siyang mag-fall doon sa isang modality of procurement sa scientific scholarly, which is na-mention natin mamaya, no, Ma'am Sharon. Okay? Sige. And yung documentary requirements naman sa direct contracting, mayor's permit, field registration number, at saka yung income or business tax return if the procurement is above 500,000. So yan po yung ating direct contracting. Okay? And ano po yung procedural guidelines ng direct contracting? Ito po yung procedures niya. Una is we conduct a market study. No? Yung ating end user shall conduct a survey of the industry, determine supply, source to justify the need to procure through direct contracting. So yung sinabi ko kanina, di ba? Dapat ma-determine niyo na walang alternative, no? Alternative or substitute product in the market, no? Wala na bang ibang pwede, no, na produkto na pwedeng gamitin? Otherwise, yan lang talaga, no? At saka yung isa, wala bang ibang supplier na nagki-carry ng product na yan? No? So dapat yan, mapaloob yan doon sa market study na gagawin ninyo before we could use the direct contracting na modality of procurement. Okay? Second, preparation ng ating request for quotation. The BAC, no, through the Secretariat, shall prepare an RFQ or pro forma invoice and send to identify direct suppliers. Sir, direct contracting na nga. Bakit meron pang RFQ? To determine lang po ano po yung subject na goods na ating i-enter into contract. So, it's either our RFQ or the pro forma invoice ng ating supplier. Pwede po siyang gamitin as a medium, no, para doon sa pag-determine ng ating goods na we will enter into a contract na direct contracting. Okay? And the simplified negotiation, the BAC, no, may conduct simplified negotiation on the terms and conditions of the contract to ensure that supplier is technically, legally, and financially capable excuse me, to undertake the project. No? So hindi pa rin mawawala ha, everyone, no? Hindi pa rin mawawala yung factor, no? When we do procurement, kailangan andyan pa rin po yung technically, legally, and financially capability of our suppliers. No? Hindi ibig sabihin direct contracting siya lang supply, diretso na kaagad. I-determine din natin, no, kung meron ba siyang capacity to contract with us in terms of technicality, legality, and financially. Okay? And awarding of contract. The BAC shall recommend award of contract to the head of procuring entity if it warrants, no, for the direct contracting. Otherwise, no, use other alternative modes of procurement. Now, kung hindi siya nagfo-fall into the requisites of the direct contracting. Okay? Repeat order, another mode of procurement, alternative mode of procurement. Now, as a background, no, the procurement from the previous winning bidder whenever there is a need to replenish goods procured under the contract previously awarded through competitive bidding. Okay, take note of that one. Hindi po pwedeng mag-repeat order sa lahat po ng PO na binigay natin. Only for those contract previously awarded through competitive bidding. Doon lang po tayo pwedeng mag-repeat order. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwedeng mag-repeat order sa small value. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-repeat order sa shopping. Okay? Only in competitive bidding. As a general rule, ha? Saan ba siya applicable? Only for goods. Not applicable to infra and consulting services. What are the conditions? First, original contract awarded through competitive bidding, as mentioned ko kanina. Pangalawa, same or lower unit price than those in the original contract. So, kung mag-repeat order tayo ng bond papers, kailangan yung price ng bond paper doon sa original contract is only 200. Kailangan sa repeat order, 200 pa rin siya. Hindi pwedeng mag-exceed. Pag mag-exceed, hindi na pwedeng mag-repeat order. Another one, no splitting of contracts, requisitions, and purchase orders. And ito po, it should be within 6 months from the date of the NTP. From the date po from the date of the NTP. Hindi po siya receipt ng ating supplier, but the date of the NTP. So, bibilangin natin 6 months from that period, doon lang pwedeng magkaroon ng repeat order ang isang agency. And another one is not to exceed 25% of the quantity of each item in original contract. Take note in-specify talaga to sa IRR, 25% of the quantity, not of the amount. Quantity po yung pinag-uusapan natin. So halimbawa, meron tayong contract na 1 million. Yung repeat order, hindi po worth 250,000, but the quantity. So halimbawa, napaloob doon sa 1 million na price, sa 1 million na contract is meron kang 4 na laptops, tapos meron kang bond papers, etc. Yun pong items yung ating kukunin ng 25%. Items po, hindi po yung total amount po ng ating contract. And must be qualified, quantifiable, divisible, and consisting of at least 4 units per item. So kung 3 lang yung binili originally, hindi ka pwedeng repeat order. Kung 4, pwede po ng isa. Kung 5, that's divided by 4, that's 1 point something, 1.25. So pwede ka ng isa. So you round it off to the next lowest integer, whole number. So in that case, 1.25, 1 yung lowest integer niya. Okay? So dun po, yun po yung ating mga conditions when we do our repeat order. Okay? So at what stage in the procurement process can repeat order be considered to be within the reglementary period of 6 months? So kailan ba yung sinasabing 6 months? Okay? So yung repeat order may be undertaken any time within the 6-month period reckoned from the contract effectivity date, which should in no case be later than 7 calendar days from the issuance of the NTP, and if such mode of procurement has been duly approved by the hope and previous winning suppliers has been notified before the lapse of the said period per NPM 03-2010. So yung ating source document to determine the 6-month validity period is the NTP, or the notice to proceed. Okay, next modality, the shopping. Okay, as a background, the procuring entity requests price quotations, procurement of readily available off-the-shelf goods or ordinary regular equipment and procured directly from supplier of known qualification. Yan po yung ating shopping background. And applicability, it's only for goods. And as a matter of condition, we have 2 shopping A and shopping B. Now, shopping A as contained in section 52.1A and shopping B as contained in section 52.1B. Okay, so what are the documentary requirements? For shopping B, mayor's permit and field of registration number. Yan po yung requirement natin for shopping B. So what are the difference naman between shopping A and shopping B? Okay? Yung ating shopping A, these are unforeseen contingencies requiring immediate purchase and amount does not exceed the threshold. So we will discuss the threshold later, So yung shopping A, unforeseen contingencies and immediate purchase. So emergency siya in nature na yung ating shopping A. While shopping B naman is procurement of ordinary or regular office supplies and equipment not available in procurement service DBM, PSDBM, and amount does not exceed the threshold. So as a latest update in GPPB resolution number 17-2020, the CSE item not available in DBM PS may be procured from the other sources without the need of securing a CNAS subject to conditions set forth by GPB resolution number 17-2020. Kasi di ba sa matter of rule ng shopping B, before ka makapag-proceed sa pag-purchase sa outside sources from the outside from the procurement service, kailangan muna ng CNAS or the certificate of non-availability of stocks. However, in GPB resolution number 17-2020, it may be dispensed following the conditions set forth doon sa resolution. Okay? So yan po yung difference ng ating shopping A and shopping B. Shopping A, unforeseen emergency within the threshold. Shopping B, supplies not available at the procurement service. Okay, yung threshold, minunod natin kanina. For shopping A, that's 200,000, no? For our NGAs, GOCC, GFIs, and SUCs, and ARMM or the BARM. Sa shopping B naman, 1 million for the NGA. Sa LGU, in your case, this is for NGA, baka kayo ma-confuse, reminder lang, this amount, attention please, attention, this is for the NGA. While for our LGUs, ito po. Ayan. Now, ito po yung threshold natin for LGUs. Okay? So, for income class, based on the income class, yan po. Sa municipality, regardless of income class, 100,000 lang po yung ating threshold. No? Okay? Procedure. Paano naman gagawin yung ating pagbili, no? Ng shopping A tsaka ng ating shopping B. Sa shopping A, no, RFQ may be sent, no, directly to suppliers of known technical, legal, and financial qualifications. Sending, no, and receipt of one RFQ will suffice. Kahit isa lang. Kasi emergency nga eh. And posting of RFQ may be dispensed with. No? So yung pag-post sa PhilJeps, wala na. Wala na yung posting sa PhilJeps. No? But award is encouraged, no, to post the award in the PhilJeps. No? While shopping B, on the other hand, no, kailangan ng 3 quotations, no, from 3 suppliers. And kailangan yung tatlong RFQ bumalik din sa agency or sa LGU. Okay? Shopping A, isa lang. Shopping B, 3. Kailangan yung 3, bumalik din. Okay? On that note, magtatanong tayo. Wala pa tayong knowledge check, pero ito yung mini knowledge check na lang. No? Tingnan ko lang kung nakikinig pa kayo or andyan pa ba kayo sa inyong mga upuan. No? Sigfred. Sir Fred from Santa Fe. Sir Fred, Santa Fe, Cebu ba to? Sir Fred, Catalonia. Good morning. Sir Fred. Good morning. Oh, yung mga LGUs natin nawawala Sino ba dito? Sir Alberto Cueto from Taisan. Sir Alberto Cueto? Hala, wala na akong participants. Naka-online lang pero wala nang sumasagot. Ayan. Sino yun? Wala rin. Andito po ako. Okay lang, walang video. Yung lang po. Sir Fred. Sige po, Sir Fred. Paki-unmute po. Paki-unmute po, Sir Fred. Sir Fred?
Proxy lang, proxy.
Kahit proxy. Ikaw yung nag-participate. Sino pong pangalan, sir?
Harold po kanya.
Ayan, Sir Harold. Okay. Ano sabi natin kayo na, Sir Harold, with regard sa shopping A, shopping B? Yung shopping A, emergency, tsaka isa lang yung RFQ. Tama?
Oo.
Yung shopping B, kailangan 3 RFQ. Tapos kailangan makuha yung 3. Tama?
Yes po.
Sir Harold, Santa Fe, Cebu? Okay. So, halimbawa, Sir Harold, sabi ni Mayor, Harold, kailangan ko ng laminating machine sa office. Pwede bang pabili ng laminating machine? Tapos chinek nyo, Sir Harold, chinek nyo sa CON. Ano po pala yung role nyo sa procurement, Sir Harold?
Ano pa ako dito? Ano lang po, proxy para IT ba ako dito? Wala pa akong role sa
Walang role sa procurement?
Wala pa akong proxy lang po.
Hindi naman salin pusa.
Hindi naman po. May alam din sa procurement kasi logistics pa ako dati.
Correct. At saka baka rin in the future, baka rin maging member ka ng back secretariat or back member. So parang in preparation na rin. Sige, Sir Harold. So sabi nga ni Mayor, gusto ko ng laminating machine, Harold. Pwede bang i-provide mo ako ng laminating machine? No? So chinek mo sa APP. Oops, andun naman siya. Chinek mo siya. Andun din siya. No? Andun din siya sa may budget din siya. No? Tapos, nag-conduct kayo ng canvas, 3 canvas kayo, Sir Harold, no? Tapos yung mga suppliers nasa harapan lang ng LGU ninyo,
Oo.
Nasa harapan lang yung mga tindahan. Bigay kayo ng supplier ng RFQ, nabigyan nyo yung 3, tapos on that same day, nabalik din siya. Nabalik din siya. 3. Tapos since nga, minamadali ni Mayor, sabi ni Mayor, kailangan ko yung laminating machine, Harold ha, pakilagay sa office ha, kailangan ko siyang gamitin. Tapos, na-check niya sa back, oh, may qualified. Tapos alas 5 na, sabi ng back, sige bukas na lang to. The following day, pinapirma niyo si Mayor ng PO. Okay lang ba yun? Kunin na yung item doon sa supplier na nanalo, Sir Harold?
Pag napirmahan, para sa akin, nasa process na po siya kasi nasa procedure A, tapos nasa 200,000, less than 200,000 naman yung procurement. Tapos yung PO niya po, dumaan naman sa tamang sa 3 quotation. Pero ang shopping A, sabi daw lang, pwede naman daw isa lang RFQ.
Shopping B, hindi mo siya shopping A kasi hindi naman siya emergency. Nasa shopping B mo siya pumasok. Pwede ba? Pwede na ba yan?
Pwede naman po sa akin. Parang sa tingin ko tama naman proseso.
Okay, thank you Sir Harold. Tanungin ko si Ma'am Ana Riza sa Maragondon. Ma'am Ana Riza, andyan po ba kayo? Ma'am Ana Riza?
Yes, sir.
Ayan, buti naman sumagot ka agad. Kamusta po Ma'am Riza?
Okay naman, sir. Kayo
Ano po yung role natin sa procurement?
TWG head.
TWG. At saan po yung Maragondon? Saan po ang province?
Cavite po, Cavite.
Sa Cavite. So, sangayon po kayo kay Sir Harold? Pwede ba?
Sir, pwede siya under Shopping B Section B52B.
Okay yan. Okay yung ginawa ni na Sir Harold. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay yun. Wala tayong problema doon.
Wala naman, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Risa. No? Si Adelaida. Ma'am Adelaida from Kalayaan, Laguna. Ma'am Adelaida, dyan po ba kayo?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Nag-agree po kayo kay Sir Harold tsaka kay Ma'am Risa?
Kasi, sir, sa amin, ang ruling sa amin, before anything else, before any purchase, kailangan po mayroong IRS, followed by a purchase request, and then mag-PO, saka pa lang po yung canvas. Pero pasok siya, sir, for me, dun sa yung procedure, yung letter.
Ma'am, magpipio na kayo? Wala pang canvas?
Hindi, sir. Ang process, mag-PPO. Teka lang, sir.
Sige. Ayusin mo, Mama, magpaliwanag.
Wala, aayusin. Yun lang, sir. After po nung PR, nakalimutan ko yun, sensya na. Magkakanvas po ng 3. Sa tatlong prospective na tindahan. After po nun, tapos po, tsaka pa lang po yung PO, sir. Yun po.
Okay. Pero sumasang-ayon kayo, Mama Adelaida, okay na yun. Yung ginawa ni Ma'am Risa at ni Sir Harold, okay na yun.
Okay na, sir.
Granting. May mga PR, lahat ng binanggit nyo, nagawa yun. So okay yan. Okay.
Sir.
Sige. Tapos, thank you, Ma'am Adelaida.
Yes, sir.
Sabi ni Sir Nero ng Kabatuan, may problema tayo. We have to check muna the qualifications. Baka isang supplier di qualified. Sir Nero, granting. Sir Nero, can you on your audio? Sir Nero?
Nagandahan ito sa akin, Mal. Palagay mo. Ha?
Sir Nero, pwede kang mag-on? Sir Nero? Pwede makapag-on ng audio? Sir Nero? Unable yung audio. Okay lang. So, granting, no, Sir Nero, lahat, no, okay naman yung suppliers, lahat, meron namang code, meron lowest talaga siya. No? So, paano? Okay lang ba yung ginawa ni Sir Harold? Ni Ma'am Risa? Sir Nero? Okay ba? You can type your answer in the chat box. Nag-iisip pa si Sir Nero. Okay, isa na lang. Tanungin ko sino ba? From Hongduan, Ma'am Irma, Ma'am Uhan. Ma'am Irma, are you there? Sir, nag-agree si Sir Nero. Ma'am Irma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. From
Good
saan
morning
po na province? Saan pong province yung Hongduan?
Ifugao po, sir. Ifugao po, sir.
Okay. Sige, ma'am. So, nag-agree ka, ma'am, doon sa ating mga previous na nag-answers, kina Sir Nero, kina Sir Harold, Ma'am Risa. No? Nag-agree po kayo? Pwede? Pwede yung ginawa nila?
Yes, sir po. Pag kumpleto po ang papel niya, agree po.
Okay. Sige. Thank you, ma'am. No? Thank you po, ma'am. So, everyone, no? Attention, please. No? Attention.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Okay, sige. Yung tiningnan po kasi hindi po ito. Ito yung gusto kong sagot. Santa Lucia. Sige nga po, paki-on ng audio. Gusto ko itong sagot na hindi po.
Hindi
sige
po, sir,
po.
kasi kailangan po munang maka-obtain ng at least 3 price quotation.
Naka-obtain na, sir. Naka-obtain na ng 3 quotation kasi di ba sabi ko sa example ko, nasa harap lang ng LG ninyo yung mga suppliers. The same day, nakuha yung 3. Lahat sila may mga documentary requirements, no? Na-comply lahat, no? Nakapag-back resolution din kayo the same day. Kaso nga lang alas 5 na. So pinapabukas niyo na para igawan ng PO. So the following day, nag-award na kayo. Okay lang po ba 'yan? Ma'am Lenny, okay ba 'yan? Ma'am Lenny?
Ma'am, sir, parang alam ko na yung ano niyan, yung problema diyan. Parang alam ka na.
Sige. Sige, sabihin natin sa mga participants ano yung problema.
'Di ba na cut off siya ng alas 5. Tapos noon ang anong gusto ni another quotation baka magbago ang price po niyan eh. Another re-quotation po para bukas na naman.
Hindi, sir. That same day, sabi ni Mayor, halimbawa today, sabi ni Mayor, Harold, magkuhan ka, bilhan mo ako ng laminating machine. Kailangan ko siya ASAP, ha? So, knowing that ASAP, si Sir Harold kaagad, nag-convene ng back, tapos lahat, inasikaso lahat within the rules, nagbigay ng 3 RFQ. The same day, na-retrieve yung 3 RFQ. Before mag alas 5 ng araw na yun, nagawan siya ng back resolutions and everything. Pero since 5 o'clock na, wala na siyang time para may award yung PO. So pinagpabukas na lang. The following day, sinerve yung PO. Yung tanong, tama ba yung ginawa ni Sir Harold? Common to, ha? Common to na nangyayari sa mga agencies. No? Taken for granted. Pero yung sagot nyo, tama na hindi. Meron dun, nasagasaan na rule. Ano yun? Anyone? Ano yung nasagasaan na rule? Ano yung nasagasaan na rule? Anyone?
Dapat within the day ang procurement agad. Within the day dapat. Hindi abutan next day.
Hindi naman sir, walang ganon. Kaso nga lang, yung mandate kasi ni Mayor kay Kuan, yung mandate kasi ni Mayor kay tawag nito, within the ASAP, yung sabi niya, ASAP. So, ASAP naman talaga, ginawa ni Sir Harold, within the day, mag-produce niya yung mga documentary requirements. No? So, may nagko-comment dito, walang posting ng PhilJeps. Kasi yung pinoprocure is less than 50,000 naman, so hindi na siya pinost sa PhilJeps. So, na-comply pa rin siya. Okay? Di ba okay, sir, basta member ng PhilJeps yung winning supplier at siya ang pinaka-least price kung lower than 50,000 price mo fall sa petty cash, tama po ba? Yung paggamit po ng petty cash, huwag pong abusuhin, although may be used. Okay? PO po muna before delivery. Yes po, yun yan, the following day, nag-PO. Meron pong mali sa process. Anyone? May mali po sa process. May nasagasaan pong rule. Meron po sa APP. Nandun po sa APP. May 10 rule na nasagasaan. Hindi na-present sa back members. Na-present po sa back members. Nag-meeting po sila that same day. Ano po yung nasagasaan? Okay? Sige. Wala po sa APP. Andun po sa APP. Sige. Attention everyone, ha? Attention everyone. Although yung rules, tatawa si sir. Although yung rules dito, no, sinabi, mag-conduct ng 3 RFQ, no? Tapos binigay yung RFQ. Nag-inquire din, ma'am. Sir Nero, nag-inquire din sa PSDBM. Na-comply to. Yung hindi po na-comply, balikan natin yung kaninang sinabi ko sa general rule. Yung sinabi ko sa general rule, di ba? Yung ating 3 canvas rule, na-satisfied. Pero yung 3-day rule to conduct an alternative method of procurement, hindi na satisfied. Kasi ngayon ginawa, bukas award na kaagad. Ano yung sabi ng general rule kanina? 3 days kailangan yung ating RFQ, di ba? Binanggit ko kanina sa ating general conditions, sa ating general guidelines, no? So sabi ni Ma'am Ivy 7 days, no? Actually Ma'am Ivy, yung 7 days was the old IRR. 2009 IRR. In 2016 IRR, shinorten siya from 7 to 3 days na lang po yung ating preparation ng ating procurement, no? So supposedly, sir, open-dated naman yung po. Hindi siya open-dated. Doon sa ating RFQ, nilalagay natin ano po yung kailan mag-close yung ating procurement, no? Yung least possible time to do that is 3 days. 3 days. So nilalagay natin doon, mag-open yung quotation today, no? And then 30, 1, 2, 3. Closing siya on October 3. Pwede ka makapag-award on October 4th lang. Within that posting period, hindi ka pwedeng mag-award. Kasi ito yung 3-day rule na pinupost mo siya. No? Kung hindi man sa PhilJeps, kasi below 50,000 in the conspicuous places. So ibig sabihin, walang i-open na RFQ within that 3-day rule. Nakasealed yun lahat. No? Doon lang siya i-open after mag-closing na yung ating RFQ, which is after the 3-day period or within that 3-day period. No? Andun yung pag-closing ng ating RFQ. Doon lang pwedeng i-open at saka doon lang pwedeng i-deliberate para magkaroon ng PO. Okay, naiintindihan po? So hindi ibig sabihin na porket available na yung canvas, pwede lang i-open, pwede lang i-award ka agad. We have to observe the 3 canvas rule and the 3-day rule when it comes to shopping B procurement. Okay lang po, pwede lang po gawin yung 1-day rule at saka 1-day RFQ in shopping A. Shopping A. In my example, that was shopping B. Okay? Sige. Moving forward. Knowledge check na naman tayo. Sir Marky? Sir Marky? Oh, wala si Sir Marky. Ma'am Laura?
All right, so I'm using different microphone this time because I am having some technical difficulties regarding my setup. So let's now proceed to the second knowledge check for this training. The question is, in case of shopping 52.1a, the batch shall send the request for quotations to at least 3 suppliers of known qualifications, and at least 3 price quotations must be obtained. Is it true or false? Again, may I request all participants to choose your answer to our Zoom polling feature. Again, the question is, in case of shopping 52.1a, the batch shall send the request for quotations to at least 3 suppliers of known qualifications, and at least 3 price quotations must be obtained. A, true. B, false. All right, so again, we have majority from our participants answering false. So kindly, again, choose your answers to our Zoom polling feature in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, sir. We have 84% who answered false, while 16%, sir, who answered true. Ano po ba ang tamang sagot dito, sir?
Okay? Sir Maggie?
Sir, we have 84% who answered false, while 16% answered true. Tama,
okay.
Tama po ba karamihan, sir?
Sige. As a clarification again, di ba? Let's read the question again, no? In shopping 52.1a or shopping A, di ba? Na-mention ko kanina, no? Ano daw yung rule? Kailangan daw ng 3 quotation, no? At saka dapat yung 3 quotation bumalik din. Itong rule na to is applicable to shopping B and not to shopping A. So the correct answer is false. No? So false po. Okay, na that's aptly explained din po kanina, no? Ano po yung other rules, no, when it comes to the shopping B and the shopping A. So thank you very much, no, sa mga sumagot, no, and for the participation on our knowledge check. Okay, sige. Do you need a health break or CR break, or let's continue? Sir Marky, continue tayo. Participants, can you do a thumbs up kung gusto niyo ng health break or ng CR break? Participants, can you do a thumbs up kung gusto niyo? Kung
I think, sir, let's continue po.
Continue. Okay, sige. Okay. Doon naman tayo sa details ng negotiated procurement, no? Details, no? Yung ating na-mention kanina na alam mo yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, no? The modes of, alternative modes of procurement under the negotiated procurement. Okay? So first is the two-failed bidding. Okay? So yung two-failed bidding natin, no, is undertaken when there has been failure of competitive bidding or limited source bidding for the second time. So dalawang beses na nag-fail yung ating procurement, no? So applicable siya sa goods, infra, at sa consulting services, no? So after the second time of the failure of bidding, the procuring entity, no, may undertake a mandatory review of the terms and conditions, specifications, and the ABC, no, which may be adjusted up to 20% of the ABC of the last failed bidding. So yung ating ABC pwede siyang ma-increase, no, ng up to 20%, no, as a part of our mandatory review, no, as a condition, no. Ano ba yung mga conditions na na-declare siya as failure ng bidding? Una is no bids were received. Walang na-receive na bids, no? Pangalawa, all of the prospective bidders are ineligible. May nag-submit ng bids naman, pero na-found out sa kanilang mga requirements, were ineligible lahat, no? So that's a failure of bidding again. All bids failed to comply with all the bid requirements post-qualification, or there is no successful negotiation. Nakandak naman ng bidding, sa initial evaluation, okay naman, pero sa post-qua, na-found out na hindi pa rin eligible, no? DQ pa rin yung ating supplier, no? So we can declare a failure of bidding to that case, no? And yung ating SCRB or LCRB or HCRB, no, refuses, no, without justifiable cause, no, to accept the award or no award was made, no? So these are the conditions, no, na pwede siya mag-resort to failed bidding, no? So itong mga nabanggit na to, no, itong mga nabanggit na to na mga reasons are under section 38, no, of the IRR, no? So ito yung mga fault, no, as I would call it. These are the fault of the supplier, no? Ako lang nagte-term na, no, hindi to terminology ng GPP or whatever, no. Term ko lang siya na ginagamit, no, para mas madaling maintindihan itong mga circumstances na pwede siyang ma-declare as failure of bidding. So ito po yung conditions is under section 38, no, na which I call, no, the fault of the suppliers. In exemption, kung yung failure natin is caused by section 41, ito naman, tawag ko naman dito is fault of the agency. Fault of the agency, no? Section 38, fault of the supplier. Section 41, fault of the agency. So if the failure of bidding is due to the declaration of the hope pursuant to section 41 of the IRR, no, the negotiated procurement to fail bidding cannot be resorted to. So hindi pwedeng gamitin, no, yung section 41 doon sa pagbilang ng mga number of failure of biddings para ka makapag-conduct ng negotiated to failed bidding. Again, no, I call it section 38, yung kanina, ng mga conditions, fault of the suppliers, and section 41, fault of the agency. But this is not a term used by the GPP for easy retention, no, na paano ko ba siya i-coin, paano ko ba siya i-relate, no, yung failure na pwedeng mag-fall under negotiated at saka yung hindi mag-fall under negotiated to fail bidding. As a matter of procedure, first is there should be a declaration of failure of two competitive bidding or LSB, limited source bidding. And next one is the agency would conduct a mandatory review. No, tingnan, no? Ito po parati yung sinasabi ko sa mga agencies, sa mga participants. When you do competitive bidding and then you failed for the first time, do a market study, do a mandatory review. What are the reasons? What are the prevailing reasons? Bakit ba nag-failure yung procurement natin? Is it because ba of the documentary requirements? Is it because ba of the ABC? Is it because ba of the description, no? Details, no, of our products to be purchased, no? Is it because of the availability in the market? So we do this, no? Hindi yung nag-bidding ka, nag-failure, tapos bid lang ulit without knowing the reasons why you failed. So kailangan po meron tayong mandatory review so that, no, pag-conduct ng second bidding, posible tayong mag-succeed, no? Hindi na tayo mag-resort to negotiated two-failed bidding unless your intention really is to fail the bidding para kayo makapag-negotiate, no? Which I do not suggest, no? So kailangan talaga, no, we do a mandatory review, and then, no, we prepare the RFQ or request for quotation and then the bidding documents. The IRR does not prescribe, no, the document to be used in negotiated two-failed bidding. So we can either use the RFQ or the bidding documents, no? Sometimes it's the modified bidding documents kasi medyo tinatanggal na natin yung ibang mga requisites, no, na nire-require doon sa regular competitive bidding, no? Medyo tinatanggalan ng mga detalye doon sa bidding documents. So kaya tinatawag ko siyang modified bidding documents, or otherwise you may use the request for quotation. But ako as a trainer, as a practitioner, when we procure something na equipment, no, major equipment, no, or infra, I would suggest that we use the modified bidding documents kasi yung RFQ very limited lang yung kanyang mga terms and condition, whereas sa bidding documents, no, sa modified bidding documents andun na yung mga clause, no, na ilagay with regards sa general and specific conditions ng mga contract na i-negotiate natin. So I would suggest that you use the modified bidding documents in documents na ibibigay doon sa ating supplier to do the negotiated two-failed bidding. And after that, no, we invite at least 3 suppliers or contractors or consultants. No? Take note, kailangan po ng invitation, ng invitation sa ating contractors and suppliers. Yung pagbigay ba ng RFQ or bidding documents sa ating suppliers would already suffice as an invitation? Technically po, yes. Pero we should have a proof na receive yung ating hingan tayo ng COA ng documentary requirements kung asan, no? Kung asan ang proof na nag-invite tayo ng 3 contractors, so ng 3 suppliers. So itong receipt ng invitation would safeguard us na from this requirement. And then after that, you do the negotiation and determine the best offer before you could award the opportunity. So that's how you do your negotiated procurement two-failed bidding. Okay? Ayan. So naintindihan po ba, no? So sa negotiation, paano po ba yung gagawin? So depende po, no? So kung RFQ siya, yung gagawin nyo, parang yung nag-small value lang tayo, nagsha-shopping bill lang tayo na nagbibigyan ng RFQ. Pero kung modified bidding documents, pwede rin po kayong mag-conduct ng mini pre-bid, pwede rin kayong mag-conduct ng opening of bids, no? Depende po sa inyo, no? Discretion po ng agency. Wala pong hard and fast rule na binigay si GPPB, TSO, or the IRR with regards sa procedure, no, ng pag-conduct ng two-failed bidding with regard doon sa negotiation. So it could be a mere submission of the RFQ or a conduct of the negotiation itself, no, before the best offer could be determined, and then the awarding of the contract. Teka lang go tayo. Okay. Sige. Take note lang po, no, that observers, no, shall be invited in all stages. Parang bidding din. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, no, yung negotiated two-failed bidding is a semblance of a public bidding o competitive bidding. So yung observers, no, mandatory pa rin siya, no, yung invitation sa kanila. No? Just like the bidding, no, invitation would already suffice. Yung attendance is a different story. No? So hindi requirement yung attendance ng ating observers, but it would be encouraged if they would attend our negotiation. Okay, next one. We have now the emergency cases. Okay, so sir, meron naman tayong shopping emergency. Tapos, meron pa tayong emergency cases. Hindi pa sila parehas? What do you think? Sir Edwin Rosales, LG Rosales, Pangasinan. Sir Edwin? Andyan po ba kayo, Sir Edwin? Sir Edwin? Andyan po ba kayo? Sir Edwin? Wala si Sir Edwin. Sino ba? Oh, si Ma'am Felimay. Ma'am Felimay, sa Rosales din. Si Son. Yes, good morning. Medyo mahina po yung audio natin. Malakas-lakasan lang po. Hello? Palapit lang po ng speaker sa bibig po.
Hello po. Mahina pa din.
Hello, ma'am. Yan, okay na. So ma'am, ano po yung call, ma'am? Bakit pa meron pa tayong emergency cases? Meron naman tayong shopping emergency. What's the difference?
Maybe yung shopping sir, yung more on office supplies. Pero itong emergency cases, ito yung nagre-respond to prevent damage to personal life and property. Kasi mas, what do you call this? Yun yung sa tingin kong difference po nila, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Felimay. You can mute your audio na po. Okay. So, although emergency din siya, no? Pero, different siya doon sa shopping emergency. So, dalawang emergency, ha? Don't be confused, no? Don't be confused sa ating emergency cases. We have shopping A, emergency, tsaka negotiated emergency. Yung shopping A, as mentioned ni Ma'am Felimay, no? Off the shelf, no? Yung mga common use lang siya. No? Tapos may threshold siya na up to 100,000, no? So yun po yung ating shopping emergency. Sa negotiated emergency naman po, wala siyang threshold. So yung mga LGUs, no, kahit mababa yung income class, no, di ba na-restrict tayo sa pagkandag ng public bidding because of our threshold. But in negotiated emergency, wala po siyang threshold. So pwede pong umabot ng millions, no, yung bibilin natin, no? As long as it is within the scope ng ating emergency cases. And that is, first, no, there is imminent danger to life or property during a state of calamity. No? So which is, no, yung ginagamit nga natin ngayon, because there is a declaration of the state of public health emergency, sometimes, no, we do the negotiated emergency procurement on our COVID-related procurements. No? And we all know na na-extend din po yung ating state of calamity, public health emergency until September 2022. No? So still, no, we are under state of public health emergency or state of calamity. So we can still invoke the use of the emergency cases. But again, we have to justify that is within, there is an imminent danger to life or property. Okay? And time is of the essence arising from natural or man-made calamities. So isa rin tong magandang requisite, no, na dapat binabantayan natin when we do emergency procurement, no. There is an LGU. I don't know if this has already been decided na, but merong case, no, in Region 8 with regard doon sa Yolanda na response, no. Yung isang LGU bumili ng mga relief items, a year have been passed ng Yolanda for recovery daw, no? So yung time is of the essence, no, arising from the natural calamity, no, yung Yolanda, yung pagbili ng bigas para ibigay sa relief good, nawala na yung element na yun, no? So parang yun yung question ng COA. Hindi ko lang siya nasundan ano yung decision ng COA to that effect. Okay, so kailangan mo i-consider natin yung timeliness, no, the essence arising to the natural calamity. And another one is the other causes where immediate action is necessary to prevent damage to loss to or loss of life or property or restore vital public services, infrastructure facilities, and other public utilities. And kagaya ng in-example ko kanina, during the onslaught of Yolanda, na maraming nasirang mga public services and infra facilities, no? So yung restoration may use the modality of negotiated emergency cases during that time wherein kailangan ibalik kaagad yung ating mga yung ating public market, yung ating slaughterhouse, yung ating water system, among others yung mga vital public services ng ating LGUs and national government agencies. Okay, so yun po yung mga instances na wherein we can invoke the use of the emergency cases, section 53.2. One example of that yung example ng imminent danger, yung rescue equipment ng goods rebuilding for the Marawi during the Marawi siege. So yun po yung mga imminent danger na pwede pong ma-define as imminent danger. When the ground is based on the imminent danger to life during a state of calamity, there must be a declaration of a competent authority of a state of calamity before any procurement activity may be undertaken, which is nga, sabi ko kanina, there is a declaration from the President himself declaring the state of calamity. In the case of infra, the procuring entity has option to undertake the project through negotiated procurement or by administration, or in high risk security risk areas through the AFP. Okay, so yung condition po ng ating imminent danger to life and property during a state of calamity, yun na nabanggit na when time is of the essence, and other causes that needs necessary or immediate action to prevent the loss of life and the restoration ng ating mga facilities. Okay, ano naman po yung procedural reminders lang ng negotiated emergency. Okay, so applicable siya sa tatlong categories: goods, infra, and consulting. So the PE should consider appropriate timing of the proximity of time between the actual procurement activity to be conducted and the emergency sought to be addressed. Yung na-mention ko kanina, di ba? Yung pagbili mo ng relief goods for the typhoon, kailangan andun yung proximity ng time na pangangailangan at saka yung pag-procure natin. Hindi yung delayed yung procurement tapos wala na yung need nung emergency. Okay? And when the reason of cause for the emergency has been abated, or adoption of a competitive bidding shall be considered. So yun nga, kung wala na yung cause para ka mag-emergency, na abate na siya, so perhaps we resort na to the general rule, which is the competitive bidding. And when the ground is based on imminent danger to life during a state of calamity, there must be declaration from a competent authority. Ano yung mga documentary requirements niya? Mayor's permit, okay? Kung infra, kailangan din ng NFCC at saka ng pickup license for above 500,000 na mga ABC, yung ating NFCC. And then also, pag above 500,000 din, requirement din yung ating income or business tax return at saka yung omnibus sworn statement. Okay. Latest update lang po sa 03-2020 na GBB resolution issued on March 9, 2020 in view of the declaration of state of public health emergency on an even date relative to the recommendation of the DOH due to confirmed local transmission of the COVID-19. And this was, as mentioned ko kanina, na-extend po until September 2022. Now, provided necessary updates on the procedures on negotiated procurement emergency cases and allows the inclusion of items urgently needed to address the current COVID-19 situations in the list of common use supplies and equipment. Okay. Sa LGUs natin don't be confused Una, meron tayong shopping emergency, tapos meron tayong negotiated emergency, tapos yung GPPB nagpalabas pa ng bayanihan emergency. Pero yung bayanihan emergency, tapos na po yun. Hindi na pwedeng gamitin. Balik tayo sa IRR, yung negotiated emergency. Okay? So don't be confused doon sa mga emergencies na yun, tsaka yung mga requisites, requirements na nire-require doon sa depende kung anong emergency yung ginamit mo. Shopping A, negotiated emergency, or yung bayanihan emergency. Yan po, no? So kasama po, no, yung inclusion ng mga real property and venue kasi po yung ginawang mga quarantine facilities, no, yung mga para sa mga pag-swab, no, ng mga area, no? So kasama rin siya doon sa pag-expedite ng ating procurement procedures due to emergency cases. Okay? Okay, paano ba ginagawa yung procedure nito? Una is, no, PR from the end user, gagawan siya, no? Tapos i-revise yung ating APP, no, and validation of available budget for that purpose. I-revise kasi naman talaga, di ba, emergency, wala siya originally doon sa kuhan, wala siya doon sa original na APP. So i-revise natin or magsusupplemental APP tayo to effect the negotiated emergency cases, no? And then negotiate na tayo to a legally, technically, and financially capable contractor or consultant, no? And then award the contract. So take note, everyone, although it is negotiated emergency direct to a specific supplier, we should always consider, the legal, technical, and financial capacity, no, of our suppliers, no? If you would hear it, no, sa mga hearings, no, sa Senate at saka sa Congress, you would always hear, no, yung ating mga itong question regarding sa legal, technical, and financial capacity ng ating mga suppliers and contractors to enter into contract with the government. No? So do not forget, even if it's an alternative method of procurement, kahit hindi siya competitive bidding, kailangan po na ma-determine natin yung legal, technical, and financial capacity of our suppliers to enter into contract with the government. Okay? Latest update, no? Yung GPPB Resolution 06/2021, the guidelines for emergency procurement under 1152.5 or COVID-19 Vaccination Program Act of 2021. So, meron po tayong pinalabas, no, na resolution with regard doon sa vaccination program. And as a matter of applicability, COVID-19 vaccines procured through DOH and NTF, no? Yan po yung napapaloob doon sa Resolution 06/2021. So hindi ko na siya i-discuss thoroughly, no, yung ating tawag nito, itong Resolution number 06/2021. So basically talaga, no, itong resolution is regarding sa pag-procure ng mga vaccination, no, na which is through the NTF and DOH, no? Okay, Sir Marky. Another knowledge check. Sir Marky? Sir Marky? Ma'am Laura? Sino pa pong andyan sa... Ma'am Jen? Ma'am Jen?
Hi, Abs. Wait lang nga kasi nagkaroon na ng technical problem. We'll proceed. Wait lang.
Okay.
All right, I am back. Kuya po. Again, let's proceed to our third knowledge check for this learning session. So, in negotiated procurement under emergency cases, the BAC may directly negotiate with the supplier, contractor, or consultant with technical, legal, and financial capability to deliver the goods, execute the works, and perform the services to address the emergency. I think this question is not complete. Okay, yeah. So again, in negotiated procurement under emergency cases, the BAC may directly negotiate with the supplier, contractor, or consultant with technical, legal, and financial capability to deliver the goods, execute the works, and perform the services to address the emergency. Is it true or false? All right. So, sir, majority of our participants are answering true with 96%, and there's 4% false. So again, let's cast our answers to our Zoom polling picture.
Okay, thank you, Sir Marky. Okay, thank you, Sir Marky. So tama po, no? The answer is true sa poll number 3, no? Sa negotiated procurement under emergency cases, the BAC, no, may directly negotiate with the supplier, contractor, or consultant with. Okay, tandaan po natin, ha? Hindi lang po to sa negotiated emergency, but in all other methods of procurement, we should always consider that our supplier is technical, legal, and financially capable to deliver the goods, execute the works, and perform the services to address our emergency need, no? Or our alternative procurement. So tama po, it's true. Thank you very much, Sir Marky.
Okay, sir, let's continue po.
Okay, sige po. Okay, next po na negotiated, no, alternative is the takeover of contracts, no? Applicable siya sa goods, infra, and consulting services. No, sa matter of procedure, no, ipo-post qualify and negotiate, no, the BAC shall post qualify and negotiate starting with the second LCB or HRB, highest rated bidder, at the said bidder's original bid price. Then on the next, if negotiation fails, no? If negotiation fails, invite a short list of 3 suppliers, contractors, or consultants to submit bids and negotiate starting with the LCB, HCRB, and resort to any other appropriate alternative methods of procurement, no? So yan po yung general rule ng takeover contracts, no? So basically, no, in layman's term, nagkaroon kayo ng bidding, tapos na-award siya, no? Tapos inaccept ng supplier, nag-start ng konti or hindi nag-start, tapos biglang binitawan, no? Biglang binitawan yung contract, no? So hindi na siya ma-contact or nag-inform na hindi na niya itutuloy, no? So in that case, no, we may use, no, the modality na takeover contract, no? So evaluate natin yung next lowest, no? Yung next lowest na supplier or contractor. Yung problema lang dito sa takeover contracts, no? Problema kaagad yung sinasabi ko. No? Yung problema lang nito is kung nag-cross na siya ng taon, no? This is for the National Government Agency, yung dilemma namin, na although sa LGU naman is recurring lang naman yung pera niyo, nasa LGU trust lang naman, no. Sa national kasi pag nawala na yung validity ng pera, no, na-experience ito ng mga LGU doon sa mga LGSF, no, na mga funding from the National Government Agency. Pag nawala na po yung validity, nakakaproblema po tayo sa takeover contracts kung yung second lowest mas mataas yung kanyang offer, no, kaysa doon sa original, no. So makakaproblema tayo kasi yung pag-award ng contract, no, na allow lang tayo, na obligate na natin, no, based doon sa validity, makakaproblema na kung mag-cross na siya na hindi na valid yung allotment na binigay, no? So anyway, for the LGUs naman, no, nandiyan lang naman sa kaban natin, no, rolling lang naman siya, no? So this won't be posing a problem unless yung funding is coming from a national government agency na meron lang siyang 2-year validity period. Okay? No? So in that case, no, in layman's terms, sabi ko nga, ito yung pag-takeover, no? Kukunin natin, no? Ibibigay natin sa susunod na lowest bidder, no? Pero meron siyang isang binigay dito. Sabi niya, in case daw, isa lang yung bidder or among sa bidders na yon, wala nang ibang nagko-qualify pa, no? O hindi kayo makapag-enter into a negotiation. Sabi ng batas, pwede ka daw mag-shortlist ng 3 pang supplier. Ako, no, as a practitioner and as a trainer, no, I would not suggest this one kasi medyo medyo mahaba-habang explanation kay COA, no. So again, no, as ako, I would suggest the safer one. So doon lang tayo mag-take over contract sa mga existing natin na nag-submit ng bids, no, para hindi masyadong magulo, no, kasi dito sa isa magja-justification ka naman among others. Pero kung kaya mo naman i-justify, the rule provides. The rule provides. So pwede mo siyang gamitin, pwede mo siyang i-explore. Pero kung tanungin mo, iwas gulo, iwas sakit ulo, dito lang tayo sa safer, no? Doon lang tayo sa mga existing natin ng mga suppliers. Kung yung isa ayaw nang tapusin, go to the next lowest, and then to the next LCB, the next LCB, no? Until maubos lang siya. No? I don't suggest that we resort outside of those who submitted their bidding documents or have been declared as LCB. Okay? Ano po yung mga documentary requirements sa takeover contracts? They need to submit, no, mayor's permit, no, CV kung consulting siya. PhilJobs registration number na lang po. Pick-up license for infra, no, and NFCC, no, NFCC for infra. Okay. Another one, no? Kanina takeover contract, buong contract. No? Ito naman siya, adjacent and contiguous. Applicable for infra and consulting services. Okay? Ito po yung mga subject contract, adjacent, contiguous to an ongoing, no, civil works or consulting services where contractor consultants have unique experience and expertise to deliver required services. No? So isa existing na natin na contract, no? So gagawa tayo ng adjacent or contiguous, no? Minsan, no, nako-confuse dito yung agencies with variation order, no? Yung adjacent to variation order. Okay? So magkaiba po yung variation sa adjacent, no? May limitation po yung adjacent, yung variation natin na up to, if I'm not mistaken, up to 10%, no? While yung adjacent natin must not exceed lang the contract amount, no? Yung ating adjacent and contiguous, no? So ano yung conditions? Original contract is a result of competitive bidding. No? Subject contract has similar or related scope of work within the contracting capacity ng ating contractors or consultants, and documentary requirements for infra, pick-up license, and NFCC. Okay, so ano ba yung mga example, no, ng adjacent contiguous natin? For example, no, tawag nito, nagpagawa kayo ng building, tapos nakalimutan nyo yung CR para sa PWD, no? So pwede siyang i-contract as an adjacent, no, o contiguous. Okay? And additional conditions, no, in determining the SLCC and FCC pick-up license, the sum of the value of remaining works for the existing contract of the ABs of the contiguous adjacent work shall be considered, no? Same prices dapat or lower sa original contract, less mobilization cost, no? Then the ABC of the contiguous adjacent involved does not exceed the contract amount of the ongoing. So wala siyang threshold din nilagay, unlike sa variation order. Yung sa kanya is dapat hindi lang siya mag-exceed sa ongoing project, no? And then no negative slippage, yung sisi na contractor natin, tsaka negotiation shall have commenced before the expiry. No? So ongoing pa yung project. So nagkaroon kayo ng adjacent, no? So yung adjacent contiguous natin is awarded to the same contractor of the project na being initiated implemented in your agency. So yun po yung sa ating adjacent and contiguous. Okay, agency to agency. Applicable to the three categories: goods, infra, and consulting, no? Another government agency or servicing agency that has the mandate to deliver goods or services or undertake infrastructure project or consultancy services as required by the procuring entity. So take note, take note of the keywords. Sa A to A, kailangan yung agency meron siyang mandate to deliver. May mandate to deliver, no? And meron siyang capacity to carry on the project. Example, apart from the procurement service, no, na may mandate siya to sell common use supplies and equipment. Sino pa ba yung mga government agencies na merong mandate, no, to deliver certain goods? Example, yung mga printable receipts, no? So supposedly sa NPO tayo, sa National Printing Office, no? So pwede tayo mag A to A doon, agency to agency. Or in the case of DepEd, meron silang feeding program. So they contracted National Dairy, no? National Dairy Authority no, para sa mga gatas, no, nagagamitin para sa feeding. No, so they can do that. They have the mandate, no, yung ating National Dairy Authority, meron silang mandate, no, to sell dairy products. And yung SUCs natin, no, for example, si LGU, naguguluhan siya sa devolution, no? Yung uso ngayon, no? So pwede niyang i-contract si UP or yung nearest state university to do a study, no? To do a research, to do a feasibility study, no? Or in case of projects, no, ni LGU, yung isang state university which has a mandate to do research, no? And feasibility study. So yun po yung pwedeng pumasok po sa A2A natin, agency to agency. What are the conditions? Una, shall justify, no, that the entering to A2A or agency to agency is more efficient and economical to the government. No? So mas makakasave ang gobyerno kung mag-A2A tayo. And then servicing agency has the absorptive capacity to undertake the project. Kaya pa nila, no? Kaya pa nila mag-undergo ng project na yun. For example, yung National Dairy nga, kaya pa nilang mag-produce ng mga milks and other dairy products, no, for that and to be used, no, apart from their regular operations, no. And then servicing agency owns or has access to necessary tools and equipment required for the project. So yun po yung mga conditions po para sa ating A2A, agency to agency. How do you do that? Una po, as mentioned ko kanina, justify ng end user na mas makakatipid ang gobyerno kung mag-A2A. And then next, yung end user natin mag-secure ng certificate from the relevant officer of the servicing agency complying the conditions. Yung sinasabi ko kanina na hihingan natin ng document na they have that mandate, no, to deliver. Like procurement service, meron siyang AO, administrative order na dinideclare, no, as government agencies who sells common use supplies and equipment, no. Sa SUCS naman meron yan silang board reso, no, na kinikerry yung kanilang mga services na ino-offer, no, extension services offered by the state universities. Then the BAC shall issue a resolution recommending for the use of the A2A, and then the hope now shall enter into a MOA with our A2A, agency to agency na partner, no. So yun po yung pagkandak po ng ating A2A. Ayan po, yung isang pong mode of procurement. Bago-bago lang po to, medyo bago lang po to siya, no. Applicable siya sa goods, infra, and consulting services, no. So it involves, no, sa work of art, commissioned work or services of an artist for specific artistic skills, no, singer, performer, poet, writer, painter, sculptor, etc. Ito po yung, kasi minsan, no, meron talaga kasing specific na pangangailangan yung ating mga end user, no. For example, si governor, gusto ni governor or ni mayor yung painting ni Malang, no. So magpapa-canvas ka pa ba, magpapa-bidding ka pa na si Malang lang naman talaga yung gumagawa ng painting na yun. So you can commission, no, Malang to do the artwork for mayor, no. Kung yun talaga yung gusto ni mayor, no, na painting, no, or and other services. Or halimbawa, as a singer din, si Sarah Geronimo, no, you want to invite, no, to sing for your fiesta celebration, which is also pre-pandemic, no, pero ngayon po, no, mga virtual na lang po din po, no. So yun po, pwede siya mag-fall dito. And then yung ating mga scientific, academic, and scholarly work, no, or research or legal services, yung tinatanong kayo na ni ma'am, yung mga books, specific books, pwede rin po siya dito mag-fall, no. And then highly specialized life-saving medical equipment or certified by the Department of Health, no, na nagfo-fall under this, no. So yan po yung pwedeng paggamitan, no, ng ating scientific, scholarly, artistic work, exclusive technology, and media services. So yung media po, kasama po yung ating radio at saka TV advertisement. Dito, okay? Ayan po, no, as mentioned, yung scientific, no, technical, economic, business, trade, and legal journal, magazines, paper subscriptions, no, media documentation, advertisement, announcement, television, radio, newspaper, internet, among others, construction, installation of infrastructure facility, among others. Yan po yung mga magfo-fall, no? Pwedeng mag-fall under this modality of procurement. No? Ano yung mga document requirements? Mayor's permit, no? CV, field registration, income tax or business tax above 500,000 na ABC. How to do it? No? Magma-market study, yung end user, magna-direct negotiate to the specific supplier, and then award the contract. So para siyang direct contracting din, no? Pero naka-specific siya doon sa mga items na yon, no? Yung nagfo-fall under those items na scientific, scholarly, or artistic work, exclusive technology, and media services. Ayan, highly technical. Ano po yung highly technical? Procurement of consultancy contract involving an individual consultant who is found to be legally, technically, and financially capable after negotiation. So ito siya, individual consultants. No? Kasi sa consultancy, pwede firm, pwede individual. Pero dito po, sa highly technical consultants, specific po. Tapos yung kanyang work, no, yung condition, no, involves highly technical or propriety or primarily confidential, no, or policy determining, where trust and confidence are primary consideration. No, this has been a series of questions from the LGU, di ba, yung pag-hire ng mga consultants ni Mayor, no? Is it hiring lang ba kuno or magfo-fall siya sa procurement? In some occasions, no, although I have to ask GPPB kung meron ng NPM to this regard, no, some of the resource speakers, no, would agree, no, na yung ating mga hinahire ng ating mga mayors, no, na mga consultants, no, would still fall on procurement, no. Pwedeng gamitin yung highly technical consultant na mode of procurement, invoking the confidentiality, no, yung confidential nature ng kanyang mga consultants. Pero still, ipo-procure pa rin siya, no? Unless otherwise, no, there are other rules which stipulates so na hindi na siya ipo-procure, no? And then the term is at most 1 year, renewable at the option of the home, but in no case shall exceed the term of the latter. So within the term lang ng mayor, no, yung pag-hire ng kanyang mga highly technical consultants. Ang kanyang technical requirements, mayor's permit, no, CV, field registration number. Okay, yung defense cooperation agreement, i-define ko lang siya, no, pero hindi ko na siya i-elaborate kasi applicable lang to sa DND, National Defense, no. So kina-cover siya ng procurement ng mga major defense equipment or material defense related consultancy services, no. So this will not interest us, no, kasi hindi tayo magfo-fall dito, no, ng mode of procurement kasi ito yung mga pinagagamitan usually ng DND, National Defense. So I'll skip this one, in the interest of time. And this one, medyo haba natin yung discussion dito. We still have time pa naman, no? 11:45, time check. So small value procurement, no? Ayan, no? Yung procurement, no? Not covered by shopping B, no? Shopping B. Tapos yung threshold niya nasa 1 million for national government agencies, but for the LGUs, no? Yung threshold niya nasa, saan ba yun? Hindi nilagay dito. Kanina yung present ko sa shopping, same pa rin yun po, no? Yung ating threshold for the LGUs. Okay? So yung procedure niya, no? The bank shall prepare and send the RFQ or RFPs at least 3, no, suppliers, contractors, or consultants to known qualifications, no? And then the procurement of activities above 50,000 shall be posted in the PhilJEP's website on conspicuous places, no? And receipt of 1 will already suffice, no? So again, sa small value, bigay ng 3 canvas para sa shopping B. Pero receipt of 1 will already suffice, no? Hindi na kailangan yung 3 bumalik pa. Okay? In that case, no, Sunday, Ma'am Sunday Lico from LGU Cortez. Ma'am Sunday, are you there? Ma'am Sunday. Ma'am Sunday Lico from LGU Cortez. Okay lang po ba? Can you answer? Parang wala si Ma'am Sunday. Si Sir Ian Timoteo ng Apalet. Sir Ian. Hello po. Sir Ian Timoteo, are you there? Wala rin po si Sir Timoteo. How about si Ma'am Joanna Grace sa LGU Mauban? Ma'am Joanna? Ma'am Joanna?
Yes po, sir.
Yan. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am,
Good morning po.
how would you ensure, no? In your case, in your experience sa Mauban, how would you ensure na follow natin yung 3 canvas rule? Nagbigay tayo ng 3 canvas sa supplier. Kasi yung sabi dito, sasabihin ng COA, oh, Ma'am Joanna, yung binigay mo sa amin na quotation, isa lang. Yung requirement natin 3. So how would you respond to COA in that case?
Sir, kasi sa amin po, kalimitan talaga 3 quotation po yung binibigay namin.
Yun nga, ma'am. Yung problema, yung bumalik, isa lang. Tapos nag-proceed kayo sa inyong bag. Tapos ngayon, tinanong ng COA. Sabi ng COA, Ms. Joanna, asan yung proof na nag-conduct kayo ng 3 canvas? Ano usually yung binibigay mo sa COA, ma'am?
Kasi sir, pag halimbawa nagcanvas kami sa nagka-canvas kami kahit hindi set, kung wala man sa kanila, at least may sign po yung quotation.
May sign yung quotation pero hindi binalik ng supplier.
Hindi binalik ng supplier. Magka-canvas po ng iba.
So in your case, sa Mauban, kailangan talaga, may 3 canvas talaga kayong makuha. Tama, Ma'am Joanna?
Yes po, sir.
Ayun. So mas
maraming choices po.
Mas strict si na Ma'am Joanna, no? Pero, Ma'am Joanna, sabi ng batas, pwede rin, kahit isa lang.
Ano po, sir?
Sabi ng batas po, under small value, pwede po kahit isang RFQ lang ibumalik sa inyo.
Opo. At least isa po, pero kung mas madami, mas maganda.
Correct. Correct, Ma'am Joanna. Okay? Sige, Ma'am Joanna, thank you.
Thank you po.
Yung mute. Okay? So in the case po ni Ma'am Joanna sa Mauban, no? Although sinabi ng batas, kahit isa lang yung bumalik, pwede na. Si Ma'am Joanna, they're not satisfied and then they still issue RFQ. Kailangan talaga bumalik yung 3. So parang yung shopping B, yung kanilang fina-follow na rule. Okay lang din po yun. Mas maganda po yun, no? Para walang question, tsaka mas may room for competition. Pero in the event na wala talagang iba na nag-submit, isa lang talaga, ina-allow po siya ng RA 9184, no, under small value procurement. Only that, no, kailangan meron tayong proof, no, kailangan meron tayong proof na nakapagbigay. Usually, no, usually in our agency, sa practice, no, we do acknowledgement receipts, no, acknowledgement receipt, no. So wala naman siyang standard form. Usually the name of the company, contact person, contact number, address, date, signature. So pag tinanong ng COA, sasabihin ng COA, asan yung other 2 canvas para masatisfy itong specific procurement ninyo? Sasabihin niyo po, ma'am, hindi po kasi nag-submit yung 2, pero ito po yung ito po yung receipt nila, natanggap po nila yung RFQ galing sa amin for this particular procurement. So that one po, no, I would suggest, no, for the LGUs listening, no, na every time po na magbibigay kayo ng canvas, secure an acknowledgement receipt, no, na na-receive nila. Para ito yung proof natin na nag-conduct po tayo ng 3 canvas, and if time na isa lang yung magbalik at kailangan natin i-award, we can proceed na with these documentary requirements. Okay? Sige. Parang may nag-comment sa chat box. Mahirap kasi pag hindi 3 yung RFQ. I understand naman po, Ma'am Sandra. Tama po. It's the safest way, no, to do it, no. Kailangan talaga yung may 3, no. Safest po 'yun. Pero as a matter of rule, ina-allow po sa RA under small value na kahit isa lang po yung bumalik, pwede na pong mag-proceed, no, sa ating possible na pag-award sa supplier. As long as, no, we can secure a proof that we had, no, conducted at least 3 canvas to known suppliers. Okay, let's proceed. With regard to pala dito, no, there is an NPM, no, NPM 145/2015 raised by the NAPOLCOM, no. Sabi ni NAPOLCOM, may award a contract if only one supplier submitted a quotation for the procurement of goods undertaken under small value procurement. So sabi ni GPPB, no, in that NPM, in SVP, it is mandatory to send the RFQ to at least 3 prospective bidders. Take note, it is mandatory, no, to send 3 RFQ to prospective bidders. But no, it is enough that the PE receives at least only 1 bid proposal on the day of the deadline for submission of quotation. Thus, if the loan proposal already complies with the technical, legal, financial capacity, no, requirements of the procuring entity, the contract can be awarded to the loan contractor or supplier, offeror. Okay? So yun po yung tugon ni GPPB doon sa tanong ni NAPOLCOM with regard kung pwede ba silang mag-award kung isa lang yung bumalik sa kanilang RFQ. So pinapayagan po under small value procurement. Okay? So paano ba siya ginagawa? Yan, gawa kayo ng RFQ, no? Ipopost sa PhilJeps. Ayan ha. Within 3 calendar days, no? And conspicuous places. So yung 3-day rule, wag kakalimutan, katulad din sa Shopping B, 3-day rule. Hindi pwedeng mag-award within the 3-day rule. Okay? And then you send the RFQ and maybe 1, no? Kung sa Shopping A, no, sa Shopping B at saka sa small value ka lang 3, receipt of 1 will already suffice in case of the SVP. And after that, you prepare already the abstract, no, of quotation, and then you can do your award, no, for the SVP, small value procurement. Okay? Ano yung documentary requirements dito? Kailangan may mayor's permit, CV, registration number, PCAB for infra, income tax for above 500,000, omnibus 1 statement for above 500,000 procurement. Huwag po kayong ma-confuse dun sa mga above 500,000 na. Just take note po dun sa inyong threshold ha. Huwag po kayong mag-exceed sa inyong threshold. Okay? Lease of real property and venue. No? Ano yung condition naman dito? Okay, so the end user shall justify that the resorting to lease of real property and venue is more efficient and economical. No? So the cost-benefit analysis is needed in case of the renewal of the lease. Excuse me. And then technical specification shall be prepared taking into consideration the rating factors under Appendix B. So apart doon sa RFQ, meron pong ina-accomplish na data ang ating back, yung Appendix B para sa rating po ng ating venue, no, na pagdadausan ng ating activity. And sa matter of procedure, no, yung back natin, mag-invite ng 3 supplier pa rin, no, within the vicinity of the selected location to submit sealed price quotations, no, and receipt of at least 1 will already suffice. Parang small value din po siya, no. So in this manner, no, po, no, pwede na tayong mag-choose, no, ng ating suppliers within a specific locality. For example, si Maragondon, no? Kung gusto nyo mag-conduct ng training in the NCR, so yung sa kanyang... Okay. Yung kanyang RFQ, no, pwedeng specify doon, no, within the NCR, no? Yung kanyang area na pagdadausan ng kanyang training. Okay? And then in the determination po doon sa Appendix B, it's not always the lowest quotation wins the contract, no? You also determine the responsiveness ng ating venue and ng ating property, no? As long as yung ating specification naman hindi siya magfo-fall doon sa, again, definition ng COA na excessive, extravagant, unnecessary, no, na procurement natin. Okay? So usually, no, kung technical yung ating training, example sa DepEd, mag-roll out siya ng mga module sa kanyang mga teachers, so kailangan nila ng Wi-Fi connectivity. So doon sa kanyang specification ng hotel or ng venue, pwedeng ilagay niyo doon na meron siyang Wi-Fi of at least 5 Mbps yung speed, etc., or 10 Mbps. So depende yan No? So kung yung ibang hotel na nag-quote, walang ganun, so pwede ma-declare na responsive. Kaya nga po, not at all times, yung lowest bidder, no, always wins. No? It's a responsiveness, no, yung determine natin para dito sa lease of real property and venue. And in the lease of real property and venue, no, kasama din po siya, hindi lang siya limited doon sa definition ng hotel, no, ng venue or ng property. Ng definition po ng venue, no, refers to the training centers, no, convention halls, hotels, and similar establishment catering to trainings, seminars, conferences, conventions, symposia, and similar gatherings requiring, no, the government officials and employees participation. No? This may include meals. No? So hindi lang talaga siya restrictedly venue itself. So pwedeng isama, i-ride on, no, yung meals and accommodation depending on the requirements of the procuring entity. So built-in na siya, embedded na siya doon sa venue yung food and accommodation. No? So yung iba kasing LGU at ibang agency, yung interpretation lang ng venue is only the venue itself. No? So dinidefine po, no, ng IRR na yung venue natin may include, no, may include the food and the venue. So hindi yung may venue ka tapos magpapa-canvas ka ng catering, hindi na po. Kung meron pong built-in yung venue, yung hotel na nagsuserve sila ng food at accommodation, ng meals, no, pwede na siyang isama doon sa iyong description, no, ng iyong list of venue and real property. Okay, so parang may question sa chat box. Balikan ko lang, ha. Sir, if isa lang bumalik yung i-post sa PhilJeps, ano pong ibig sabihin dito, Ma'am Angeline, sa tanong niyo po? If isa lang bumalik, yun na yung ipopost sa PhilJeps? Baka sabi ni Ma'am Angeline sa LGU Liloy, isa lang yung bumalik sa SVP, pwede na ba siyang i-post sa PhilJeps as award? Yes po, yun po yung magiging subject for award natin. Yung isa lang po na nag-comply, tapos kung responsive naman siya. Pero kung hindi siya responsive, i-declare po siyang DQ. Okay, or failure of procurement. Okay? Tapos, si Ma'am Daisy, Sir, pag isa lang po yung RFQ, required pa rin po bang mag-attach ng bid evaluation? As a matter of rule po, whether it's public bidding or alternative methods of procurement, kailangan po nag-evaluate po tayo ng ating mga proposals, no? So kaya po meron tayong documentary requirements kasi yung documentary requirements, in-evaluate po natin 'yan. Okay? Field registration number lang po ba kahit expired na? Ma'am Sandra, yung registration number po, wala pong expiration number. Wala pong expiration date. Yung nag-expire lang po is yung platinum certificate. Yung registration po ng ating supplier, hindi po siya nag-expire unless po yung account ng ating suppliers hindi na ginagalaw for 3 years, pwede na po siyang i-archive ng taga PhilJeps. I-delete na siya sa system, hindi mo siya makikita. Hence, hindi na siya registered. Pero kung may expiration ba yung red membership o yung registration, wala. Wala po siyang expiration. Continuous po siya. Na? And sa documentary requirements, above 500,000 lang po ba ng ABC ang ihingan ng ITR Business Tax OSS? Wala nakalagay sa amount sa Annex H. Yes po. Kwan lang po, yung above 500,000, nandun po sa Annex H, meron po, for procurement falling above 500,000, i-require po yung OSS at saka yung income or business tax return ng ating supplier. Okay? Kay Ma'am Joanna Mauban. Okay? So yan po yung mga questions natin. Okay. Sige, balik tayo. Ayun, no? So as a matter of procedure naman po dito, no, sa ating lease of real property and venue, the bank shall invite at least 3 prospective lessor or venue within the vicinity of the selected location to submit sealed price quotations of real property and open the price quotation for the venue. No? Receipt of 1 will already suffice. Okay? Okay. Ano yung documentary requirements ng ating list of real property? Mayor's permit, field registration, and income business tax return. No? ito naman dito sa lease of real property, regardless of amount, no, hindi siya nagbigay. Usually, no, binibigay siya pag exceeding 500,000. But with lease of real property, regardless of amount, kailangan magbigay ng income, business tax, return. Okay? And let us remember, no, there is no threshold for the use of the modality. So ito, tawag nito, masisiyahan ng mga LGUs dito kasi yung mga LGUs na mabababa yung mga income classification, nalilimit lang sila sa certain amount, no? Pero with lease of real property, just like the emergency cases, negotiated emergency cases, wala po siyang threshold. So, pwede po kayo mag-conduct ng training, tapos yung training ninyo is, yung cost niya nasa 2 million, no? Considering the venue, food and accommodation, pwede siyang i-conduct through this modality of procurement, lease of real property, without conducting a public bidding. No? Wala siyang threshold. Okay? So, marami na po, no, ng mga LGUs ang gumagamit ng modality of procurement na to. No? And yung RFQ dito sa lease of real property, hindi na po kailangan na pinopost pa sa PhilJobs. Yung pinopost dito po, award na lang. Pero po, yung RFQ, pinopost pa rin po sa conspicuous places ninyo at saka doon sa inyong LGU website if applicable. No? Pero yung PhilJobs, dispense na po siya. Award na lang po yung pinopost sa PhilJobs. Okay? Okay. Next, mode of procurement. Negotiated NGO participation. So ito naman yung appropriation law no ordinance earmarked an amount to be contracted to the NGO. No? The procurement may opt to conduct public bidding or enter into a MOA with an NGO. Ano yung procedure? The BAC shall invite at least 3 NGO to submit sealed price quotations with complete project proposals. No? Upon determination of the lowest calculated bid and after the submission and evaluation of eligibility documents, the PE shall enter into a MOA to the eligible NGO. So ito po yung para sa ating NGO. So yung ini-invite dito, yung mga registered NGO lang. No? And vis-a-vis the community participation, involvement naman to ng mga community, no, in a project address their own community needs. Usually, no, meron ito yung DNR, yung kanilang mga PO, People's Organization, no? So they could be considered as part ng community participation, no? And there is a separate, no, manual for community participation. You may explore it, no, if you want to use this modality of procurement, no? And see po, subject for reading, for the reading lang po yung ating manual ng community participation. What we are allowed, no, in line with the NGO participation, and this one, the community participation. Okay, so as a matter of procedure, no, may RFQ pa rin po, no, and then the BAC, no, to the secretariat, i-determine, no, ipopost yung ating RFQ, no, in 3 calendar days, and then should less than 3 quotations is obtained, the BAC shall continue the procurement process, and then opening the sealed quotation, and shall issue an award within a period of not exceeding 15 calendar days. Yan. Another modality is the UN, agency, international organizations, or international financing institutions. Hindi tayo medyo gumagamit nito, no? So yung this is with regard lang sa mga small quantities ng off-the-shelf, primarily sa mga fields of education and health, no? Yung mga limited suppliers like vaccines and drugs, no, goods, infra, and project and consulting services involving advanced technologies, techniques, and innovations not locally available as certified by the HOPE. No? So ito pwede natin gamitin yung UN. But in most instances, no, or in all talaga, hindi ito applicable, hindi natin ginagamit sa LGU. So hindi ko na siya elaborate, yung itong modality of procurement. And last po, itong direct pull. No? Itong direct pull po, no? Direct retail purchase of petroleum, fuel, oil, and lubricants, no, and airline tickets. No, dati po, no, yung airline ticket dinefine siya as common use, no, naging 8 to 8 sa PhilJobs, sa PS, I mean. Pero ngayon tinanggal, dinilist siya katulad po ng vehicle, no. Sa mga LGUs, some are still asking, sir, pwede bang humingi ng SINAS, no, na hindi available yung vehicle sa PS? Hindi na po, na-delist na po yung vehicle tsaka yung airline ticket sa listahan ng PS as common use supplies and equipment. No? And as another mode of procurement, yung ating direct retail purchase, as a background, in view of the volume queries, madami na po yung mga tanong sa GPPB at saka sa amin po sa trainers regarding po sa poll products. Kasi nga po, di ba, very volatile ang prices ng poll products. Ngayon, yung presyo niya, in fact, yung ating gasoline, di ba, from 45, tapos bukas, makalawa, 46 na, 47 na. So very volatile, no? So with this circumstance, nagpalabas ang GPPB ng Resolution 24-2019, adding a new modality of procurement, that is Section 53.14, which is the direct purchase of poll and airline tickets. This one, pwedeng i-delegate ng back to the, pwedeng i-delegate ng hope, at saka ng back sa, shall delegate to specific official, personal, committee, and office to conduct a direct retail purchase. Shall be done through competitive bidding, except kung determine ng PE na mas economical to conduct it through direct retail purchase. Okay? So ano yung condition? Necessary for the operation ng procuring entity and nandun sa ating APP. Next, direct purchase must be made from any available retailers, dealers or gas stations or pumping stations. Procurement must be intended for any official government vehicle, and payment may be made through cash advance, reimbursement, or other allowable payment modalities. So, parang direct contracting na rin. So, for example, si Ma'am Isidra, ang NPDO ng San Miguel, may travel siya papunta sa isang area or within the municipality. Tapos, kailangan ng gasoline. So hindi na kailangan magpa-canvas, punta sa nearest pumping station, pag-gasoline ka, and then maybe paid through cash advance, reimbursement, or the other allowable payment modalities. Okay? Parang direct contracting na yung lalabas. Pero yung gagamitin mo na term is Section 53.14, that is direct retail purchase of poll products. Okay? Ganun din po sa airline ticket. Same din po. Meron pong taga-GPPB dito, pwede rin nating tanungin, which is tinatanong din dito ng ibang participants. Ano ba yung definition ng direct purchase must be made from any commercial airline or fairly reasonable rates. So medyo debatable ito siya. I have to see an NPM or a guidelines from the GPPB before I could categorically answer this question. Unahan ko na kayo kasi baka itanong nyo rin ito sa akin mamaya. Paano ba siya i-define from any commercial airline at fairly reasonable rates? Ako, if I would define this one, ito yung mga airlines na makikita ko doon mismo sa airports. Yung PAL mismo, yung AirAsia mismo, yung Cebu Pacific mismo. Ito para sa akin yung mini-mention ng IRR na from any commercial airline at fairly reasonable rates. Kasi po, nag-i-exist na po, marami na po ngayon yung mga agencies, ticketing agencies. So hindi ko mabasa yung ticketing agencies dito sa specific provision na to. So pwede ba akong bumili doon sa isang ticketing agency? So that's a matter of question. Maybe someone from the GPPB could help us answer this question. Pero kung ako yung tatanungin nyo, yung definition ko nito is direct from any commercial airline. So kung PAL, kung sa AirAsia, sa Cebu Pacific mismo. Okay, which can be found doon sa airports, yung mga offices nila in the specific airports na meron. Okay? Pero hindi siya medyo applicable this time of pandemic kasi nga limited yung ating mobility as to logistics, be it airline or land trip or sea trips. And okay, let's go to the alternative documentary requirements. Ano ba? Pwede ba? As per GPP Resolution 09-2020, hindi ko na siya elaborate again, kasi alam ko na discussion na to doon sa efficient measures ng procurement, efficient measures in conducting procurement during times of calamity, tsaka doon sa sa Procurement 101, no? So pwede po mag-submit ng unauthorized bid securing declaration, unauthorized omnibus sworn statement, no, expired mayor's permit, at saka ng performance securing declaration in lieu of performance security, as long as requirement before payments, no, kailangan no makapag-submit, no, ng mga duly notarized, no, duly notarized. And this alternative document shall only be applicable during state of calamity. Sa state of calamity lang po. Hindi po pwede siyang ma-apply during the regular days na po, no? Yung updated mayor's permit, no, unauthorized shall be submitted as a condition before, no? You see, no? It shall be a requirement before payment. So hindi po pwedeng bayaran yung supplier pag hindi nag-submit ng mga notarized documents, no? Notarized documents. Pero again, no, if I may suggest, no, do not wait until payment, no? Sana before, no, before award dapat i-submit nila. Before award i-submit nila yung mga notarized, no. If I may suggest lang, no, para hindi po naman namumroblema yung ating finance, no, doon na sa payment kasi mahirap magbayad kung hindi kumpleto yung mga documentary requirements kasi babangga siya doon sa COA natin. Okay? Okay. As to the performance and warranty securities, kailan ba siya applicable? So for the modes of procurement, the limited source bidding, requirement po yung performance security, pero yung warranty security for highly specialized types of goods, required siya. Pero kung hindi naman highly specialized, hindi siya requirement. Sa direct contracting, hindi requirement ang performance security just like in repeat order, pero yung warranty security, requirement po both in direct contracting and repeat order. Sa two-field bidding, requirement po ang performance security and warranty certificate, yes, and in no case shall be required for consulting services. For the emergency cases naman po, yung requirement natin ng performance security and warranty security may be required no, depending on the nature of the procurement, as well as po sa small value procurement. So takeover contract po, requirement po both, no, ang ating performance security and warranty security, and then sa adjacent, yung ating performance security as well as the warranty security if, no, it is an infra procurement. As mentioned kanina, no, yung ating performance securing declaration in lieu of performance security subject to the following. Unauthorized PSD may be accepted, no, the end user may be required, the winning bidder, to replace this PSD with this performance security, no, and prior to payment dapat makapagbigay, no, ng performance securing declaration. Baka may tanong sa okay, comment lang naman po sa ni Sir Nero. Direct talaga. Tama po. Parehas ng interpretation, Sir Nero. Okay. 1 year blacklisting for first offense. 2-year blacklisting if no prior similar offense. This is in the case na yung mga hindi nakapag-comply, no, ng mga notarized, unauthorized, no, among others. Okay, Sir Marky, another knowledge check. Last na ata to.
All right, yes, sir. This will be the last knowledge check for our session. So kindly flash the question, please. The question is, in small value procurement, the omnibus sworn statement shall be required only for procurement projects with ABC about 50,000. Is it true or false? Again, in small value procurement, the omnibus sworn statement shall be required only for the procurement projects with ABC above 50,000. Is it true or false? Okay, sir, medyo hati ang sagot ng ating participants. So please, again, please choose your answer to our Zoom polling feature. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, sir. We have a very close, I guess, close percentage for each answer po. We have 62% for true, while 38% naman po ang false. Sir, ano po ba ang tamang sagot para sa katanungan ito?
Okay. Thank you, Sir Marky. For this question po, no, ang tamang sagot po would be true. No? So, requirement po sa small value procurement, ang omnibus sworn statement, no, shall only be required for those procurement project with ABC above 50,000. So, siguro yung mga participants natin na medyo na-confused doon sa omnibus sworn statement tsaka doon sa na-mention ko kanina na business tax, income tax na 500,000. So baka yung naisip nila, yung business tax or 500,000 natin, so kind of false siguro, no? Pero yung question po is with regard sa omnibus sworn statement. So pag yung binibili sa small value, no, is above 50,000, i-require na po yung omnibus sworn statement, no? So the answer is true. Okay, so I guess that would be the last part of my discussion for alternative methods of procurement. Unless there are questions, Sir Marky?
Yes, sir. Again, thank you very much po, Mr. Absal Aba, for facilitating a comprehensive discussion on the alternative methods of procurement. At this point, sir, we will be having a short break po muna para po magkaroon naman po ng konting pahinga tayo lahat. So we would like to remind again our participants to please again accomplish our participants' daily attendance sheet through Google Forms by visiting the link shared to you by our event secretariat. Please be back after 10 minutes po. All right, so again, I'm reminding all participants to accomplish our evaluation for our research speaker. So what you have watched earlier is an ADP on how you will do it. Okay, guys. So requirement po ito. Again, para po makakuha po kayo ng inyong certificate of completion. So again, we're going to play the ADP for your guidance po. All right. So let's continue na po.
Okay.
So sir, we're going to proceed na po sa ating open forum.
Sige pa. May question po si Ma'am Zara Aman.
Yes, sir.
Shall
We're going
I-
to discuss it.
Shall I read the answer, Marty?
Again, sir. Yeah po.
Okay, shall I read it or ikaw na, Sir Marky? Your question. Hello?
Okay, sir. For our first question po, scenario. The available budget is 2 million. The infrastructure division was given the task to prepare the plans for repair of 3 buildings. The infrastructure section finished the repair for building at 300,000 and submitted a PR and was processed to SVP. The next month, plans for repair for building 2 at 400K was finished and processed through SVP again. Then the next month, repair for buildings at 1.3 million was processed through public bidding. Is this considered splitting?
Okay. Sabi ko na nga ba, splitting talaga ang madaming question. Kahit naman na Sir Marky sa relationship, marami talagang tanong sa split. Bakit nag-split? Joke lang. no? Ito para rin siya sa parang sa catering service na question ko kanina. Yung unang question dito is I am answering a question with a question. Sino ba yung nag-raise ng question na ito, Sir Marky? Excuse me. Sino nag-raise ng question na ito, Sir Marky? Kayo lang sa GPPB or from participant? Sir Marky?
From FB Live user na question po.
FB Live. Okay, sige. Kasi yung gusto ko sana siya kunan ng relevant na facts din po, no? Kasi yung sagot dito is depende sa facts, no? Kasi yung unang question is, ano ba yung nature ng LGU ba or national government agency? Kasi yung threshold, di ba, mag-iiba. So yung threshold ng public bidding is maapektuhan. And then, yung next na question is, na-consider ba to during sa consolidation ng APP, ng Annual Procurement Plan? Okay? Kasi sinabi niya, there is an available budget of 2 million infrastructure division. No? So, I'm thinking na nasa engineering. So, halimbawa, meron siyang infra na 2M, tas nasa budget siya. So, supposedly, may partner siya na APP, na yung kanyang nakalagay din doon is 2M. Tapos itong building na to, repair of buildings, no? Referring siya sa repair of buildings na tapos sa isang division. Supposedly if you'd ask me, supposedly na-lump to into one category, which is nga repair and maintenance of building, for example, no? So pag hinati-hati mo to, di ba yung definition natin, artificial splitting, no? Artificial na paghati-hati just to circumvent, no? Kasi alam naman natin yung threshold is 1 million, so hinati-hati natin. So pag hinati-hati mo to, posible siyang mag-fall under sa splitting kasi supposedly ito sila, pinag-isa mo yung building 1, building 2, building 3 na repairs and maintenance, pag-iisahin mo lang siya. So pwede siyang mag-fall, no? Pwede siyang mag-fall into splitting of contract. Hindi ko lang siya ma-categorical na masagot ngayon kasi wala akong detailed facts, no? So pero looking at this question, posible siyang mag-fall, no? It may be considered na splitting of contract, no? Kasi yung iba naman, idagdag ko na lang Sir Mark, yung sagot dito, this may be considered splitting of contract. Dagdag ko na lang dito, yung iba kasing LGU tsaka yung ibang agency, yung definition kasi nila ng pag-procure per division, per department, no, per source of budget. Hindi po ganon. Yung pag-think po natin ng procurement is holistic po agency, hindi po siya per department. Kaya nga po meron tayong APP kasi yung mga PPMPs na ginawa ng ating mga departments, ng ating mga divisions, kung pwede siyang i-consolidate into one similar procurement, ilalap natin siya into one procurement. So in this case, no, regarding sa repair ng building, so pwede siyang pumasok in one procurement. Tapos, kung iba-iba siyang division, iba-iba siyang department, pwede siyang naka-lot 1, lot 2, lot 3. Pero in one procurement pa rin siya. So wala kang in-split, wala kang na-circumvent na law. So that would be the answer for this question. So, Marky.
All right, sir. For our next question po, does it mean that documentary requirements of public bidding will be required in negotiated procurement after 2 failed biddings? Example, procurement of 1.2 million laboratory supplies.
Okay, na-mention ko naman kanina, di ba, yung mga documentary requirements with regards sa modes of procurement, no? And then doon naman sa negotiated 2 failed bidding, hindi po nag-mention si hindi po nag-mention si RA 9184 and its 2016 IRR with regard sa detailed na documentary requirements, unlike sa mga others, yung mga small value, yung shopping, nakalagay doon ano yung sasubmit. Pero worth it to note, sinabi doon na kailangan legally, technically, and financially capable, no, yung ating supplier. So paano ba natin ma-determine yung kanyang technical, legal, and financial capacity, no? Yung isang determinant dito is yung eligibility documents, di ba? Yung nasa PhilJobs, pag naka PhilJobs platinum certificate ka, kasi nire-require ka ng mayor's permit just for the legal documents, the mayor's permit, the DTI, at least yung mga basic meron ka. Although walang binanggit walang binanggit si IRR, it may be noted lang no na yung pinapahanap sa atin ng IRR is legally, technically, and financially capable ng supplier. So hindi po lahat ng documentary requirements ng public bidding in toto ikakopy sa negotiated to-field bidding. Kaya nga po tayo nagpo-proceed sa negotiated to-field bidding kasi stringent masyado yung rules ng public bidding at hindi kayang makomply. Kaya nga nag-resort tayo sa alternative. Otherwise, nag-bidding na lang tayo. Kung lahat naman pala ng requirements ng public bidding ay dadalhin natin doon sa negotiated to-field bidding. So to answer that, hindi po lahat ng requirements ng public bidding kinikerry doon sa negotiated to-field bidding. Nakamute kayo, Sir Marky.
Hello po, yan. Sir, for the last question po, ito po yung nasa Zoom chat box po natin. I-address na lang din po natin, sir, no? Ang question po is, sir, on OSS for nego procurement, may the supplier provide OSS valid for 1 year or stick to per procurement? Nag-add up sa cost ng goods, services, notarial fees like ABC, slightly more than 50K. Here, ayun, 50K. Here, P300 cost ng notarial fee.
Okay. So yung mini-mention po kasi talaga sa IRR is sa procurement activity natin. So paano ano naman po yung parameter kung iwa 1 year? Ano yung parameter na may insure? Yung mga stipulations doon sa OSS is applicable doon sa specific procurement natin. So I guess no the real intention of this requirement is para talaga sa specific na procurement requirement natin. So I don't see na pwedeng ma-allow itong extension ng 1 year ng validity ng ating OSS. So per procurement activity yung OSS natin po. I'm sorry po ha. I'm sorry to say unless there is a guidelines na in-issue ang GPPB to that effect na pwede po yung 1 year or more na validity ng ating OSS. But as I understood, no, the purpose of the OSS is for specific procurement activities.
All right, sir, and that concludes our open forum po. Please note that some questions were not included in the open forum may be discussed as it was covered by our other sessions. So if you have more questions, you may still ask them out even after this webinar by visiting slido.com. All you have to do is to just type in the event code #governmentprocurementph, to which the GPPB TSO will answer through an issuance or through FAQs. With that, we would like to thank our research speaker, Mr. Abs Aba, for leading a very informative and comprehensive discussion on sessions for today and for graciously accepting our invitation to be part of this online training. Again, sir, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, shukran.
All right, so as our session ends, let me provide you a synthesis of our today's activity. We had an entire session on alternative methods of procurement where we had an extensive discussion on the various alternative methods which may be utilized in government undertakings and its appropriate use based on the prescribed conditions, procedures, and documentary requirements. Today's research speaker is Mr. Afzal Aba. Before we end today's session, allow me to make a few final reminders. Again, we would like to remind our participants to please register to the online training management system of the GPPB TSO by visiting the link flashed in your screens and using the control number emailed to you by our event secretariat. Also, we would like to remind our participants to please accomplish the participants' daily attendance sheet through Google Forms by visiting the link shared to you by our event secretariat in our Zoom chat box. Rest assured that all the information gathered for this online training shall be treated with utmost confidentiality consistent with the provision of Data Privacy Act. Finally, again, for tomorrow's session, please be reminded that the program shall start at 8 a.m. and we would like to request everyone to log in at least 10 minutes before the program. All right, that's it. That concludes our 4th day of the online training for municipal local government units on Republic Act 9184 and its 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation. For now, may I request all participants to open their webcams for our group photo opportunity. Okay, we will be having 3 shots for this session. So please show us your best smile. Ready? For our first shot, 3, 2, and 1. All right. For our second shot, 3, 2, and 1. And for our last shot, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Again, this has been your facilitator, Marky Duetes. Thank you and see you again for our last day of training tomorrow. Mabuhay and stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Abs.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
See you tomorrow.
Stay safe po.